Welcome to another wonderful week of Dungeons and Dungeons. Today we are survivors. After last episode,
Somehow. Jesus Christ.
you in the group, the heroes of Waterdeep, survived half a Titan Forge encounter. Through this adventure, you had a epic battle against 2 giant madness spiders and 6 madness lizard folk inside the cave you liberated, inside Wave Epical Cave of the Enchanted Forge. You gained some information, half of whatever this strange stone is. You experienced something monumental. This kind of puts Sister Geraldine on a different playing field. Oh, it's on. Nice.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. As many know that resurrecting someone or bringing someone back from the dead is a very rare and difficult task to do. So much so that it would have failed if Timora's blessing didn't give her a nat 20.
Jesus Christ.
With this, the crew has now experienced their first set of hardships, really, dealing with evils and a little smack in the face with reality of how tough things can be.
Luke's tale is interesting.
Oh, look at that.
Oh my god, he's a Saiyan.
It's
a tabaxi.
It's saying the kittens and the cats at the Shalmir's Forge are following him from Waterdeep. So, all of you hardly... Oh, yes. We're getting a visit. Which cat is this?
It's Aurora.
Aurora.
Doesn't really like being held very much.
Just like
Where's
Michael.
Borealis?
Loki's over there. Be Borealis.
We sometimes call him Borealis when Ryan's around. So, you all returned back to Phandalin to get your acts together and get your life in shape for whatever the next mission is. If you recall, when you returned to the Forge after your encounter, you picked up a talisman of Morphus. That is the god of hope, or the god of kindness. I'm sorry. God of hope is here. And the 2 talismans together, the one from Timora and the one from Morphus, pointed toward the city of Neverwinter, like in a compass direction, indicating probably where you should go. But hey, you're an independent young woman crew. You can do whatever you want. You don't need no DM to tell you where to go. So with that,
I know exactly where I'm going.
yeah, you're hunting down somebody.
I'm going to Neverwinter.
Oh boy, that's going to be interesting. So, with that, everyone has returned into the Bilton's Inn to get their rest, and it is the next day. Everyone just took a whole day off, basically, to come back and focus.
Make sure my soul is fully back in my body.
It feels weird, and you certainly have a new pressure on you in the respect that whatever that vision was that you saw, not good. You just know, not good.
Do not like.
So you definitely want to be trying to outrun that, and you...
I'm gonna live forever, bitch!
And the scar on Charnuk's face is definitely burning, and a whole new sensation in the sense that not happy you died, not okay, you have something you need to do. And it seems like you're getting closer of some sort, shape, way, or form. So you didn't sleep very well. Orhana, you're having a little better sleep now that you were able to get the talisman, but there's still this mounting pressure of trying to find your lost comrades. Telius, you feeling weird? You're like, weedy whack. What? What was that? Why are they puking on me? That gross?
Yeah.
A lot of weird happened there.
Shit, man.
So, as per usual, Tullius is like, whatever happened in the past, yuck.
Memories? Who need that?
Seriously, this is way better. I don't like that stuff, yeah.
Eulyrus, give me 2 straight rolls for me to see if you lose memories.
I rolled you in that one.
Oh, shit. Oof. Oh boy.
You're welcome.
So that's a 5
Uh-huh.
and a 10.
And a 10. Okay, so, with the 5,
You die.
Nope. You lose some memories with your family. You don't remember what because you lost them. They just slowly go away. Some of those birthdays you celebrated with the fam.
Oh, shit.
Who needs those ones anyway?
And with the 10, part of your daily routine of checking things and a specific type of pen you really liked that you would use for your books and all that, you don't know the brand who makes it anymore. So
Oh.
when the next one breaks, that's going to be quite an annoyance to you that your favorite pen isn't going to be around.
Oh no, he has Alzheimer's. Quick, draw a clock
You
face.
found out how to nerf you, Iris.
Not really. It's not a hard nerfs. Like, nat 1s is where he'll lose significant stuff, so don't roll those.
How many long rests has it been? Has it just been one, right?
One long rest
All right.
since that encounter. I
So
need...
Zach is at -3 to
very good.
everything.
I
to all
need
stuff.
somebody of your choice in the group to make rolls for your earnings back in Waterdeep because you're still making that money.
What kind of roll is that?
It's a percentage roll, so I just gotta get Waterdeep back up.
I will make them.
All right, the charismatic
There's a lot of those,
Lord
actually.
Ewan. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
It's a fair amount of that.
Is
it's funny how that works.
here we go.
I mean, how am I making
Charismatic
like
people,
1,
less
2?
murder hoboing. Imagine that.
People can talk their way out of situations. That's ridiculous. I only need my fist. I don't even need a mouth.
Yeah, look how well that turned out.
All right, go ahead and roll that D100 twice.
So it's 2 percentage rolls.
Yep, because it's 2 months that you were gone, and while you were there, you guys were just making little money, and Yvonne was pocketing it. So none of you were really getting paid because she had to take care of all the promotional and business stuff. That's chap. I just wanted to make sure I remember this, so I don't have a year of these to do. If you guys never go back, or it takes you forever to get back, so because that is happening. Chapter 6. I'm close. Where's the table? Here it is. Okay,
Just let me know when you're ready.
I am ready.
46.
Okay, and you get a plus 10 on this, so 46 gets bumped up to 56.
And then the next one's 56.
56. Oh, well,
That's 66.
41 to 60. The business covers its own maintenance costs for each of these days, so you guys break even.
Yay! Question mark.
Hey, it's better than losing money.
Yes, it is. It
Yep.
is. Everything's going well. Maybe you put a bunch of aggressive marketing campaigns in Waterdeep to get people to come to your tavern.
Yeah,
So getting
okay.
new patrons.
Hey!
Okay, I'll do
Over there!
I'll do that then. I'll cast sending
Oh, okay.
to Yavanna, because
Yes.
now we're level 8.
Yeah.
And I will say, Yavanna, could we get a marketing campaign going for the bar? I like money. And tell if I said hi.
You're good. 3 extra words.
Okay.
Quality.
Well, wait!
Cool. All right. That all worked out really well.
Yeah.
Okay, so where are we?
Ooh, I have
Those are
4th
my
level
notes.
spells now. Neat.
Yeah, well, and we're not using the T-Rex spell, that's for sure.
Polymorph.
Neat!
Oh, now Ryan's off the other way. He just keeps going different places.
He's too shifty.
I've adjusted this 4 times. I think he leaned in. And
Rogues,
I,
bro.
I moved it
Rogues.
when he leaned in.
Rogues.
Shifty rogues, man.
So, remember how your phone used to do that thing where it would autocorrect I love you? Like, all
It
the
still
time?
does that. Like, whenever I have a period in their space,
Yep.
it suggests, I love you. All the time.
That's okay, though, honestly. Out of all the things you could send, even to your boss, to be like, that's not so bad, Zach. That's a mistake. That's a mistake I don't mind.
That'd be weird.
Strange.
Oh boy, that'd be weird.
So, anyway, when they
That's
said,
not-
oh, you have
needed
3
that.
words left, I was like, oh,
I love you.
It's like, that wouldn't make sense, but...
It's Tellius. Everything
Yeah.
makes sense. Let's figure it
All
out.
right. So, Shalmir, you are heavily deeply in thought about the Mountain God song, and you've been talking to Ipso about it as well, trying to mull over the meaning out of the song, because your Lord spoke to everyone, and Ipso heard it himself while he was briefly conscious. He's definitely shaken up with you, and he very much is looking to return home to continue the prayer and the forge at home. But everyone's trying to, you and him rather, are trying to see what the Mountain Lord is asking of all of you. Tyrion, I think you're just angry as shit right now. Mulling it over in your room, as per usual, with the typical voices. And you are looking over that interesting medallion and trying to gather its significance as well that was given to you. Again, that's the one that has a Baylor face on one side and a half-elf with a sword on the other side asleep.
Man, that's so crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's wild.
Wild stuff. So, inside the quiet early morning of Built-in's place, inside this creaky little tavern, the sweet smell of cinnamon is going throughout the...
I thought he was dead.
No, not a person. That's a smell.
Okay.
I'm sure he had a lot of smells.
Going throughout the tavern as you all are starting your day. What would you like to do?
Blackfist.
What?
Blackfist.
Yes, that's what... Okay, I heard Blackfist at first.
Blackfist.
I'm like, oh, an NPC I don't know.
Black
Interesting.
staff, but the melee equivalent.
Let's go.
Monk Blackstaff.
What's this? My hand talks.
This is like ground. What was it? Earthshaker Rune type NPC.
Oh God. I have
He
no
was he was a level 20 monk who was just insanely strong.
Oh, good to know.
That fought
Okay.
Grog a couple.
Well, downstairs,
Yeah.
breakfast
I
is
remember
being
them.
gathered for all of you. Yep, the ice displaces water buoyancy. Sure does.
Yep. Yeah, sorry. I did that too.
Built-in.
Nothing to be sorry about.
Haven't heard you say buoyancy before.
What the fuck's buoyancy?
I don't know.
I don't know.
As he just drops a plate of eggs and bacon and everything, doesn't even ask you what you guys want. He just gives it. It's starting to become one item on the menu as all the other stuff is just going away because only everyone seems to order the same crap. Just a waste of my money here.
Thanks.
Yeah.
How much for breakfast?
Yeah, 2 copper.
2 copper. All right. You got it.
I heard about you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's an ugly one.
died.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Good advice.
Just run from that shit as fast as you can.
That's crazy. Everyone's in a hoopla. All the little tieflings over here that are winning the worship and all that, I'm not winning. But they're losing their shit over you. That's crazy.
In like a good way.
Yeah.
He's pretty metal.
Charnook, you're like a celebrity.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about that.
Do you
You're
know what a
famous.
celebrity is?
It's like when you throw somebody a birthday party.
I'm gonna make some fireworks as he's.
Like that.
That's nice.
Okay.
I don't normally see colors
That's
like that.
celebration.
Big snout, I like you. Anyway, thought I'd meet a dead man. Interesting.
Yeah. That's a silly
I mean, he's alive right now. It's not like not like he's currently dead.
I don't think I'm dead right now.
You're not dead?
No, I'm not. I'm not like a zombie.
Ah!
I'm a real boy.
Touch him.
You can touch me if you want.
Yeah, now I'm gonna get back to work.
Wait, Bill,
away.
come back.
His interest fades. As the hubbub around town, you hear the buzzing of someone has been brought back to life.
It was me.
So you're all eating your breakfast, looking at each other, not really saying much as you've all processed the last night. Anybody want to do something in town?
Yeah.
Go anywhere?
Yes.
Do anything? Yeah.
I think we should thank Sister Garoline properly today. Now that we've processed the shock,
I was
Of the
about
day.
to recommend that.
and I've got some things to ask her, and maybe Shalmir, maybe she's got some answers to some of your questions with your Mountain Lord, God, King.
But
What is it? Which is it?
not sure.
What's in the
Well,
title?
Well, he may be a king. I'm not aware of that. I only know him as the Mountain Lord.
Lord. Got it. Lord. Our Lord and Savior. Mountain. Right. Yeah.
Slowly, that's in Tullius's mind. The picture being painted is this slow moving mountain,
Yep.
just like, please your lord.
Such a weird religion. Is it a cult? Is it a cult? Cult or a religion? Is it like... It seems...
No, certainly no cult. I'll tell you that.
It seems a bit
We're
small.
not sacrificing any people to summon demons or anything like that. Certainly not.
No, it
We would
sounds
not.
completely ridiculous.
Yeah,
and terrible.
that sounds evil. Yeah.
That is very
Why-
evil.
why would
Anybody
anyone
who
do
would
that?
should be dead.
Absolutely.
That sounds horrid. Absolutely reprehensible behavior.
Completely awful.
Yeah.
You
So
know, the
I-
Happy Waterdeep crew is still affected by that guy and that serious crew.
Yes.
Just to put that out there. So yes,
I just want to buy some rope
okay. There's a local trader shop.
before we leave.
Yep. So you can do that. You can do that right now for. I think rope is cheap as shit.
I sure hope so.
It's fucking rope.
I have none.
Silver.
Yeah, I'll give you for how many feet do you want?
Let's go that's what I was thinking. Like at
Copper
least
per 50
100.
feet. So.
Hey.
Let's see how many
Fucking
copper
cheap.
I have 487 copper.
Oh man, you'll
Let's
just
go,
manage it.
Yep.
Is this rope organic?
And the rope by the way, it has a limit. Like he doesn't have unlimited rope feet. It's like he's got maybe stock of 500 feet of rope before he has to make more.
Okay, so I'll do 200.
Okay, cool.
200 feet of rope.
So 2, 4, 2, 4. So that's 4 copper.
That's pretty steep.
Oof. Man, that's like the water deep prices.
Yeah, city inflation.
I'm in the West. That'll cost you everything for the rest of this campaign.
Right.
All right, so you guys walk across the streets as some tieflings out and about keep looking at Charnook back and forth with whispers, and some in awe, some skeptical. You see some of them like, no,
I'm gonna wave at
Didn't
the
happen.
skeptical ones.
you see them like, maybe he knows something. As you guys go into the temple of Timora, you again see the beautiful statue, all the pews line it up. You have, it's very circular. Again, just to re-describe, set it for you. It has this circular altar where there's bowls all the way around it, and like little cutouts where little statues are inside, and then there's some spacing, and then there's the big statue of Timora, and relatively about 30-foot high ceiling with all sorts of designs and etchings. The back wall above the openings where you would put offerings and tributes has all the stars etched into it that you guys solved the puzzle with beforehand. There's a side room where they do all this sort of clerics work, rather. And there's that second level to the floor where there's been renovations for all the areas for extra beddings in case people need to stay the night, and if there's travelers, and goodwill and all sorts of stuff is up there. So they just redistribute clothing and make some stuff as well. They have little craft areas and stuff. So it's really come along as a central part of this community is this religious faith of Timora. It's something that, to all of you, once again, faith isn't something very strong in, at least in your worlds. There is faith, but the gods themselves aren't ever present, and they're not normally bothering you and annoying you. It's your group is strange because you're the main characters. So as you open up, Sister Geraldine is looking quite exhausted, almost like her life has been drained a bit from the process of that spell. She's just sort of chilling in like one of the front pews, just like just gobbling out. Her little pointy ears are down, and she has her white drabs all around, and her big green goblin face there, her big eyes. But they're not yellow eyes. She has like big black ones. She's just chilling on the bench as most of the other tieflings are doing the day-to-day work after she's pretty just zonked out.
I would like to
Rage.
not this time. I would like to walk up to her and kneel down in front of her and get as low as I can so I can be on her level. And I just want to embrace her. Just wrap my arms around her and say, thank you. I didn't didn't know what I was in for, but I'm really glad that I didn't go where I was going.
As she's like, and she's this tiny goblin against you. You're very welcome. As luck would have it, this is what it was meant to be. What I find even more interesting is those diamonds, we were going to give them away to people before you, but it just never happened. And it would seem that luck would have it that it was needed here. Even Liliana didn't take it on her adventure. It must have been good luck that they were here for you.
Yeah, I'll say.
Well, I'm happy to be a servant of good luck. And the real blessing is through Timora. Without her, I would not have been able to bring you back.
Cool. Thank you so much. I believe my friends had some questions for you.
Sure.
If you're not too tired, you look a little
I can
bit...
talk.
Okay.
Talking's okay today. 1 second, though. In Charnook's mind, oh no, another god.
It's probably gonna want my soul.
That's your rationale. Okay.
Hello. I'm
Hi there. The strange one.
Tellius.
Nice to meet you, Tellius. Again.
Thank you again for saving our friend. I know it's not much, but have these, and I'll take out 2 platinum coins and flip them into the alms offering thing.
Ting, ting, ting. You see her. That's too kind of you. Oh.
Nonsense. You, a life is worth, it's priceless.
Timora's blessings to all of you for your kindness.
We'll talk about this later.
So, what do you know about the divine?
Quite a bit. I've spent my entire life worshipping them. They've saved me from what I once was as an ordinary goblin with my awful goblin kind. But through faith, they've given me a new path, as luck would have it.
Well, you seem quite nice. I mean, I've not had much run-in with goblin ever, really. So, I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. You seem pretty cool. I don't know. I don't even really know where to start. You say religion, your faith in Timora has, changed you, saved you from what you were.
Profoundly.
My problem is I don't know what I was before now. Amnesia, if you will.
Oh.
And
that sounds cliche.
Yeah, and
sorry, I couldn't help it.
It's fine. I've heard it before. Whatever. I don't know anything really about my childhood or anything. I just kind of woke up here and have had.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, and I don't even really know what I am. Obviously, it's a mess.
I don't know what you are either.
Yeah, no one seems to know. But my point is, I've had lots of voices. Voices, really, it's the same voice, really.
Oh, that's much better than many voices.
Yeah.
Some would call that schizophrenia.
Yeah, that sounds... Yeah, it's not something like that. It's someone's talking to me, contacting me, and they have these riddles. And,
riddles?
Yeah, riddles. And anytime I solve one, it's a lot like wordplay, yeah? Mm-hmm. And anytime I solve one, I get memories back. I can't really see everything. It's a bit fuzzy and shiny, but it's a nice warmth. It feels good in there. Oh. And when we were in the forge, there was a moment when we were fighting, and I thought for sure I was a goner, but I heard a voice, mm-hmm. and it was that same voice that keeps talking to me, and it said, "You will not have him." And it was just as I felt this darkness, this energy, being inserted into me, that it sort of pushed it all out, and there was feathers everywhere, and that was it. So
It's a lot to
basically,
take in.
yeah, it was a lot, but basically, I'm just looking for some direction. You know, maybe if you know anything, or someone that I should talk to, something like that.
It's starting to get a bit alarming to hear the gods talking so much.
What do you mean?
In my many devoted years of service to Timora, she never quite flat out talked to me until this particular group came.
Okay.
The same group with Orhana. We
What?
met the goddess.
You met Hymora? You too, Ohana? You look so casual. it's a fucking god.
Well, Ula's all about it.
It was Ulazol.
As Sister Geraldine's like
Oh
wide-eyed, just even coming back to it, still shell-shocked about the whole ordeal. It's starting to seem like things are being set in motion.
Cryptic.
The forge, we could hear that from here.
What do you mean?
The pinging that was going on. It seemed.
Aye, that was me.
Yeah, he's a strong one, yeah.
He's still on the belt.
He's weaker than me, but you know.
Oh, very incredible, really. But
I leave it all to the Mountain Lord. It is none myself.
do you speak to gods too?
One only.
Oh my god. Heavens. Well, in my journeys and travels, typically, people think they talk to the gods, but the gods don't respond. So you're starting to get a little weaker again. Oh, but to your point, riddles
Yeah.
sounds like the faith of Zahir,
So
the
here,
god of hope. Typically, hope is cryptic,
yeah,
and it's difficult to find where hope resides.
right.
Maybe you're being contacted by... Zahir would be a big deal.
What do you know about Zahir?
He is, of the four, probably the weakest of the big four gods.
I don't know much about religion. I'm sorry.
Oh,
It's you know, it's been a lot.
it seems so.
Yeah.
You remind me of a big lizard person I met briefly.
Right.
His name was
Okay.
Cain,
Yeah,
but he
okay.
was also quite confused.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yes, but also understandable, as many things have been lost since the collapse.
I know about that.
That's a good place to start. Well, for what we know, there's four major gods.
Right.
Cratula, Zahir,
Right. You said that one, yeah.
and Corlin.
I think I've heard that one once or twice.
Gods of justice, hope, and nature.
Right.
Except it's actually something a little else. It encompasses something else, but I don't remember the details right now, but it's basically something like that. I think it's nature.
All right.
And the fourth slips my mind, strangely enough. But the problem is, there are almost no warships of Zahir left. It seems that wherever his faith has or was, for some inexplicable reason, are no more. We can hardly find any of his practices or his faiths. The only places I know is one across the world, on the continent, or into the kingdom of Penk. Hey, there's our guy.
It's Jerome.
There's our guy.
There he is.
Right.
Okay.
No, I didn't tell anybody. So
No, it's fine.
That's
'cause
fine.
I actually came back to surprise my parents, and they surprised me because they're actually in Maryland right now.
Oh no!
Yeah, I like texted my brother who lives in Albany, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I dropped him off at the airport." Like,
Wow!
I'm like, "Oh,
Is he trying to get inside? No.
Oh, great.
Well, do you have a place to stay?
oh yeah, I'm staying at my parents right now."
Okay, you can get in.
I had keys
they're
there,
just not
so-
Okay, good.
It actually worked out good because
Anywho, where were we? Talking about gods. Zahir, and most of his
No
stuff
followers.
is gone.
Yeah, he's a fucking.
There's
worthless-
one in Penk.
He's a worthless loser. Yeah.
Didn't quite say that. And there is one somewhere lost in the Everwood in the north.
All right. Pank, Everwood, North. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
King of the North.
That's nice. I like that a lot. And Let's Hug. That's also beautiful. Okay. Does anybody else have any questions of me?
Real quick question. When she said she didn't recognize who the fourth god was,
Yeah.
Can I put two and two together there?
You don't know who the fourth god is.
Okay.
Ulyrus, you don't know who the
I was-
fourth god is either.
I was gonna ask next.
Since everyone starts thinking about this, strangely, no one knows the name
She's swiping
of the fourth god,
It's gonna be some chain of memory shit going on.
but you all know there's a fourth god.
Yeah. How do people know there's a fourth god if no one knows who it is?
I've just always known. I mean, I feel like I've always known there's been four, but I couldn't tell you the fourth. I've never really thought about it.
Sounds like propaganda to me. I've only known 3 now that you've brought it up, so I mean, you know, whatever.
Maybe the god was known, and then somehow was able to extract her existence from everyone's mind.
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just a thought.
The greater gods are so beyond my comprehension of powers. They are the creators of all existence. I cannot imagine how unlimited their bounds of power are. Literally, I have a very tiny brain.
Don't say that about yourself. You've got a
I'm-
very big brain.
This one's nice. But realistically, my physical body, I'm very tiny.
I mean, that's not how brains work, though. I mean, it's you know,
I probably have a small brain too.
he's got. Yeah.
And you're a big person.
It's funny how that works.
Big brain, big body. Probably not a lot going on in the big brain, though. A lot of empty corridors. Sorry.
Maybe you have like a thick skull to
bone.
protect it.
It's just like a few inches thick.
All bone, this tiny, like, SpongeBob
All
hole in my
bone.
brain. All right, so everybody else, what's going on with you? Shalmir and Tyrion, you going to ask anything?
So you guys take a second and you realize Tyrion's not actually with you.
Ooh. What are you off doing, Tyrion?
I sent you a private message.
Oh, I don't have Discord up on the
Secret
laptop, so thank
mysterious.
you. Thank you.
So brooding.
Tyrion's outside on a cliff with Jon Snow. They're out brooding each other. Come on, harder.
Nope. But it's at this moment that you guys realize Tyrion is not with you.
All right.
Did
I'll
Tyrion
pull out
ever
the-
exist?
I don't believe so.
Did who exist?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember him.
All right. Where were we headed?
I think,
Speaking of which, I'll pull out the talisman. I assume do I still have both of them, or does Orhana still have the other one?
I think she let you keep it for. Well, it's up to you actually.
I don't know. Sure, you can have it. That's
Okay.
fine.
For just now, because it's not like a mad dash, and none of you know what it does. So it's not like power. You're not like enchanted item.
Yeah.
I'll pull them both out and say to Sister Caroline, have you ever seen anything like these?
1 second.
2 gold doubloons. The Dutchman's treasure.
Okay. I believe I have seen that. That was given to the last group. Timora, when we visited her in her temple, she gave the last group that was with Orhana a talisman of Corlin. And here, these are the symbols of Timora, obviously, and Morphus, another one of the gods that are all under Corlin. As you've said, you don't know much about them, so a quick brain blast. A quick... Sorry, I didn't mean brain blast at all. Yeah, it's funny. As a quick summary, Corlin is one of the big four.
Right, yeah.
Underneath him, he has three major gods underneath him.
Underlings, yeah.
That is Tyr, Timora, and Morphus.
Why doesn't his name start with a T?
Who?
Morphus.
I don't know.
Stupid.
Probably a translation thing.
Yeah. Lost in translation or something. Alright. What's he do?
Which one?
Morphus. That's what the talisman's for, yeah?
God of kindness.
Kindness. That's pretty cool. I can get behind that, yeah.
Yes.
Kindness. Okay.
A small
Seems like a good
practice. Small practice to some, but others, the God you pray to when you need kindness in your life.
Why
Kindness
are all the
upon-
really cool gods, like, not, worshipped all the time? Hope, kindness, seem like they're pretty big deals, you know?
Most people never hear of them.
Open their ears.
That's what I preach. But they left for Skoberheim, I believe, to get more information about this stone. But the reason was because the Temple of Corlin is down in Skoberheim.
Right.
But the real mission, as what plagued all of us for so long, was this creature.
Creature.
One of the old companions of Orhana here, as she may have told some of you. What she has. Some of you. Like Eli. Okay.
Yep. Yep, told me.
A strong and mournful magic wielder named Ulazol Uto seemed to have
Sounds
brought
like a nerd.
Charnuk seemed to have brought some monster to our town. They called her Orleth.
Creepy.
She plagued the town and made a horrible sickness that we've only recovered from briefly. I believe Liliana chased after this, as so did they, over to somewhere in Jalasia. That's what Timora directed Liliana, and I believe what they discussed at some points before making their plans to leave. I'm not sure if these stones are connected to all that, but that would be my guess that the talismans might have some importance. But what is strange is how they're pointing in a direction. Do you know what this is? Why it's pointing and where?
I'm
No.
not sure.
I mean, we just got it.
Can't hurt to follow. The only guy that knew is not here.
The name that you said, Orlith, I've heard that before.
You have?
Yes.
Where?
Our companion, Tyrion, he asked me of it. Though I don't know any more than that, and I don't believe he does either.
Where is he?
As they all look to one another. You all have no idea where Tyrion is. at the
Alright, I'll
moment.
cast sending.
Okay.
Tyrion, hello, it's Tellius. Where are you? We're at Sister Garoline's. Please come. I love you.
Good.
Excellent.
You love him.
You don't.
What?
You don't get any response.
God, he's so edgy.
Weird. Spell must be broken. I've only used it twice.
Oh, I'm sure he'll turn up.
Yeah, whatever. He's a nerd.
You want to go hunt him down?
As you like take out the longbow and just like stretch the bow. You can see one of the tieflings like, oh, it's not good for the whatever.
Nah. He'll catch up later or something. I don't know. That's
We
interesting.
just
though,
won't
sister.
leave without him.
All right. Well, is there anything else I can help you expand on? Religion is my proficiency.
What's up with the coins?
Which coins?
You know, the ones you flick. You get they're everywhere. Yeah, one of those.
This is a queen of Timora.
Nice.
Our followers normally use it to help make decisions. We leave it up to luck to make many of our decisions.
Oh, I just do whatever I want. So I mean, I kind of do that already.
Have one. Maybe you'll find faith in Timora as
The
well.
classic cleric move.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely. As you hear a knock at the door, and as the doors open up into here, one of the guards. Sister Geraldine. Oh, good. It seems one of the group here. There seems to be some smoke coming from the hills just outside the village. Might be one of your friends.
Oh, yeah. We'll
Thought
get
you'd
you.
like to know.
Yeah. Thanks for letting us know. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And where there's fire, well, you know.
Well, we should probably see what he's gotten himself into.
Yeah.
Right.
Forest fires are bad.
Yep. Okay.
I'll go grab Yarn Brand and go there as fast as possible.
Who's Yarnbrand?
That's the warhorse.
My horse.
Oh, nice name.
Do the rest of you take the take your horses and stuff out there, or do you all just watch Shalmir blow you guys away?
We'll let him scout ahead,
Okay.
I think.
All of you casually start walking out as you see Shalmir get onto his horse in this beautiful bright day, clear skies. You get that wonderful like chirping of animals going out there, that fresh smell of grass after the morning dew, and you see him just trotting away with his warhorse at a blistering speed, but casual for warhorse at this point in Shalmir, because they are meant to have high endurance for long distances, especially in battle. It allows him also to go long distances because he's not wearing tons and tons of armor, so that's also great for this horse. As he approaches the hills, there seems to be a tiefling, a purple-skinned tiefling,
I've heard of
up
those.
into the hills, just past the site of where you can see from town, and fire coming out from his hands. You see kind of like some...
It's like some areas of smoke all around me. A bit of a clearing. There's a couple trees nearby, but it's not like there's any fire. It's like there was just fire magic cast in this area, and you see it looks like he's mid-conversation with a tree. And by the time you get close to him, the only thing you hear is, I know, I just, we don't know what we're getting into.
Alright, so
Fucking
I'll ride up
weirdo.
behind him. I'll look down to him and be like,
Has Tyrion...
Tyrion.
No, you're not there, Elyrus. You guys are still walking. You're way behind the warhorse.
Oh.
Unless you were on back of Shalmir, you're like hugging him,
you
couple
can come
style.
on Yarn Brand if you want.
Did you want to do that? You're welcome to do that. It's your game.
I'll do it.
Elyrus, in Rhine fashion, pussied out. He's like, come on! He's like, no.
Oh, if you're offering, I'll fucking go.
You might be a little too heavy. I'm not
What
sure.
you saying?
You're too heavy.
You're a big
Alright.
man.
Elyrus is like feather.
Yeah, I'm like 400
So,
pounds.
hard cut to Shalmir with an eyebrow raised approaching Tyrion.
I know we only have so much time. It's just I just don't know what to do.
You froze Luke. You're so powerful.
No! 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 No!
Oh,
Hello.
Hello!
there we go.
My laptop died.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. Where were we?
You were
What was
approaching
the
with
last thing you
eyebrow
heard from me?
raised.
Needed.
I heard you say something about how you were talking to the tree. I don't remember what you said though.
Oh, the last thing I said was along the lines of I know we only have so much time, but I don't know what to do.
Okay. I'll ride up behind him. Tyrion.
And in that moment, I kind of get spooked because I was like very like focused on something, and I turn around and very much like a. Not necessarily caught me doing something bad, but like that like a wide-eyed expression, like "Oh God, oh you spooked me for a second."
Mom, it's nothing.
Everything
It's a
all right
hobby.
out here?
Hi, Shalimir.
We saw smoke coming from the tree line, and the town's guard were worried, and I found you here. Is everything all right?
Everything's good. I'm frustrated just thinking about our situation, but I'm getting stronger.
It's very good. I know that you have been afflicted by whatever it is. Whatever luck has beset you. But we'll push on.
I kind of turn my head towards the tree now.
Shalmir, give me a perception check.
Perspective.
Give me a perspective check. Wow, people are okay of all colors.
Even purple people are okay. That's a 19.
19. You see him turn in the tree, and you can see a crow just sort of staring down at Tyrion inside the tree that you didn't notice first as you approached.
So can I assume that he is talking to the crow?
It's kind of hard because he's not talking at the crow, but it seems there's something weird going on at the very least. It doesn't seem like he's going one-on-one talking animal crow speak with this thing, not at all there.
Well, Tyrion, I believe that we're to be off soon if you wish to come back with the party. I can leave you if you wish, but...
No, we're fine. We're finished up here, I think.
I only see you. Is there another here?
No.
Very well.
Insight check him!
Up to you.
Chalmer's a very trusting person.
There it is. All right. Shalmir.
I'll grab his arm and throw him on the back of the horse.
All right. You gallop away. You meet the group halfway. Actually, just out the outskirts. You guys didn't get too far away, so you guys meet up, and Shalmir, you can explain whatever you want to the group as you guys all meet up.
I'll just say, hey, I found Tyrion.
Right, yeah.
Hey guys.
Did you get my message?
I'm sorry. I was in the middle of something. I didn't really. I might have missed it. I might have.
I don't think you missed it.
Not,
it's magic.
I mean, like I didn't hear it. Like I didn't.
You were being a baby
I
back bitch.
I heard it. I didn't respond to it because I was focused on something.
Oh, so you ignored me.
You left him on red.
He left me on red.
But I do have a new trick. You'd like to see?
I would just like it if
Not
next
really.
time you could
Can you
respond.
describe it first?
Brutal.
We were worried about you. I was worried.
I was
I mean,
extremely
that's a
worried.
new spell. I just learned that, and I was just.
You even finished it with "I love you."
I said I love you. Even.
Not gonna
I'm
make
sure
you
he
say
meant no
anything.
harm by it, I'm sure.
I just want you to be okay. And forest fires are bad, so I hope you didn't burn anything too crazy.
You should at least have the decency to let him know that you don't love him.
If you don't love me, it's okay.
I can put out fires.
If you don't love me, it's okay.
The group all questions whether or not there is a distinct positive relationship between Tullius and Tyrion, or if Tullius is being a goddamn bard again. It's very difficult for the group to check right now.
Inside check me, motherfuckers.
Seduce him.
Inside check me.
Tyrion counter seduces.
Ooh.
Nat 4.
You're scaly. You're scaly.
Oh, gross, stop.
I'm not scaly.
You're sweaty, sorry.
I have a skin condition. All right, what are we doing?
I want to see his new trick.
He's got syphilis.
Yeah.
We had the potential to end Act 1 of this campaign in like 2 episodes. I should have never said that out loud to Ryan last night.
So I get off the horse and kind of like get the group to get around me, and then and I say, you're not really gonna. It's not gonna be something you see, but it's something you're gonna feel. And I'm gonna just kind of prepare a firebolt in my hands. So I've got that magical fire in my hands.
Wait, I'll cast Detect Magic. I want to see what's going on here.
You cast Detect Magic?
Yeah.
You just see a normal firebolt in my hands.
Excellent.
A normal
Give me a
abjuration.
perspective.
spell.
Perception check.
12.
12? In the hillside, you see, you can't make out what it looks like, but something's watching the group.
And what you feel is, whereas before when I've used my fire, it's been fire, but it feels way hotter now. Like, you can feel it just from a few feet away. Like, this is gonna burn through people who normally don't take much damage from fire. It's gonna burn through those kinds of people.
Nice.
It's hotter.
That's nice. I like that. That's really nice. I'm glad you ignored me. That was nice. You're warming my heart up with just that fire. Thank you.
That's what I was working on this morning. I had a moment. I felt I needed to do a bit of training, and this is the result.
See, Tullius, most of the time people have good intentions.
Right. You don't mind if I go and make sure there's no fires, yeah?
I have already checked. There are no fires.
All right. Well, then that's good.
Well, we should probably be very careful. We don't want to start a forest fire.
Yeah.
I could literally I could turn off fire. It's literally part of my skill set.
All right.
All the big guys are like, boy, I won't punch it. Think I'm going to believe some charismatic nerd, you're wrong. With that fire, it made it, like, because of how warm it is warm outside. You're in the area that basically, you're close to Neverwinter, where it is never winter. So it's probably like a 80-degree day. So that fire was one of those things where it's like, it's warm, pretty nice out, and that made you really sweaty now. So you all guys have that nice little sweat going on. You got a little bit of that dryness in your
Now we all
mouth.
look like Tyrion.
Yep.
That's why he's so sweaty.
I don't look sweaty.
He's a fire nerd. That's why he's so
I don't get
sweaty.
sweaty.
I'm cool. Wait, you don't sweat?
Fire barely bothers me.
How do you stay cool if you don't sweat?
He's got different biology.
I mean, it's not that I don't sweat. I do sweat. I just...
So he admits it.
Fire doesn't bother me as much. That's why, like, my family in the past, they've been, like, blacksmiths and stuff along the lines here and there. It's just because fire doesn't bother us as much.
Feeling very defensive about this as he's trying to explain this to the group. As the big guys, once again, are trolling the little people. As a consistent in this group. All the big ones are just like, ha, ha, ha.
You just make it so easy.
It's funny, too, because Tyrion's super charismatic, super friendly with all these people, but with this group, they don't take it, like, as friendly as he is, and, like, as much as you guys, like, want to help him, there's this desire, like, fuck with him.
Him and you Irish, man. Just can't stop.
Yep. And it's a little bit out of like that jealousy of just they have so much more like book smarts in a lot of sense, where a lot of you guys are like, I don't have memories. Just
Yep.
like I live in a mountain. Oh, I live in a volcanic mountain.
I take your mountain and I raise you some magma.
All right.
And then there's Orhana.
Yeah, and I
and
just
there's
chill.
Ohana who just like doesn't pick a fight.
Nah.
She just like you should have seen the gas.
Except for that one
Unless-
time.
Unless it has to
It's
deal with her
Authority.
past. Don't bring that fucking shit up. All right.
You
anyway,
are 14.
Yeah, right.
is that Heal of Thorn? It might be. Okay, I'm gonna kill her. I'll take the risk. All right.
It's worth.
So, all you guys return back into town. Last chance to. Actually, you can do whatever you want because you're not going.
You're right.
anywhere yet.
Yeah. I mean,
Whatever you wanna do.
we've got supplies. We're good.
Yeah, you picked up supplies, I believe, last game.
Yeah.
So
Carry
it's
some
basically wherever you're going to go. There doesn't seem to be much for you
What
in
are we doing
Fanland
now?
right now.
Oh, yes, I forgot to mention it last time we
Is
talked.
it actually?
The-
Are you encumbered?
The pointing thing, the
I wasn't
talisman.
See?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's pointing towards Neverwinter.
Thanks.
So we should go there next.
So it's 200 feet worth.
You mean...
No.
Wait,
Well, you don't
so...
have to carry all of it.
Weren't we
but-
already headed there?
Yeah, sure.
Just to go.
Carry.
Yeah,
Okay,
we-
yes,
400.
but I'm just saying, like,
I'm sorry,
that
200.
even more so, that's our destination.
Oh. All right.
We can kind of hit two birds with one stone.
Okay.
Well, that worked out nicely.
Yeah.
Works out quite well.
It's almost like it's fate or something. You know?
Possibly.
I mean, all this
Something
talk
like
about...
that, yes.
Yeah.
Whole fucking group just sitting there. Just pushing the fourth wall.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I get it. I get it.
Before we leave, I just want to approach a guard and say, sorry about the inconvenience there. That was just our friend. He was doing a little bit of training and
No,
no fire in the forest or anything.
it's fine. Well, there's not many trees around here. It's mainly hillsides. With the few trees we have, it's not really going to do much. The wind is stopped by the hills, thankfully. And it's outside the town, so you're free to do whatever you want. We pick off goblins on the hills all the time.
You killed Sister Caroline's friends?
Not her friends.
Oh, the horrors!
Well, have a good day then.
You too, all of you. Wonderful to meet you all.
How did they do
Good
that?
to see you again,
Good
Tim.
to see you again, Horana. Stay safe. Hopefully we see you again.
Yeah.
Tellius does not understand that goblins are horrible.
I like this. I like this a lot.
Does not get that at all. It's
right.
the only goblin he's ever met has been awesome.
What was our level 1 encounter with this group?
Not
Goblins.
Oh, it
goblins.
was Kenku. It was
Kenku?
Kenku.
Oh,
Level
It was
5
Kenku.
you guys were, though.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It was Kenku.
Kenku.
I haven't
you
seen
guys just captured him.
Literally haven't seen the goblin
Yep. It's great.
until now.
It worked out great.
It's-
That was a good time. I remember that.
As you guys are reminiscing as you are on your way to Neverwinter. I'm not going to make you roleplay because you really did a bunch of roleplaying, so
Wait.
I'm going to have you... Oh, wait, no.
On not role playing, but on one of these night watches.
Yeah.
We
We got 2 weeks.
and I'm up, right? Could I make some rolls to see if there's that thing watching us?
Okay.
I'm gonna sleep in the car the whole trip
Okay.
because I don't want to be dead.
Wait, did we get a cart?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you guys pick up a cart and you have horses?
Yeah.
I'm almost certain.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
On our
You
way.
have 2 normal
Okay.
horses.
Okay.
And
We have
the
a
shepherd
map.
bought a war horse.
We have a freaking map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a general map of the world.
Yeah.
I still got to make them.
And I have one commissioned for me.
Also, just gonna throw it out there in case it affects anything. We can be surprised when we're
Yep.
sleeping.
Nice.
Yeah, because your bow is basically going to wake you up and then you'll tell everybody.
Yeah,
Nice.
exactly.
Super dope.
And your bow is when to wake you up. It is the equivalent of
That's
what you hear.
I don't want
I
it.
want to hear that every single time there is a surprise encounter.
it just
That's amazing.
It's just a day in which you relax.
It doesn't even matter what it
it's
is.
backfiring. Just like birds are sneaking up on you guys. So that's canon. I like that. And that you're actually trying to figure out when, how to get the bow correctly and what it interprets. Like it has its own learning curve of like what is actually a danger. And it's doing all right. It's doing time. Yeah, of course.
Okay,
It's sentient bow. It's literally
it's
screaming.
learning
It's learning with that roll.
next to me.
But yeah,
So it's
could
just like,
I-
no, that's not bad. not bad. Not bad. All right, we're gonna go back to bed. No. A couple nights of that.
So I'm probably pretty grouchy.
On some of the days.
Classic.
Par for the course.
Yeah. That's fine. That's normal for me.
So yeah, could I see if there's that thing watching? It's piqued my curiosity.
Sure. Give me perception checks. Yes.
You said it right.
Oh wow.
No, you were right that
Got it
time.
right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Trust
Natural
yourself.
one. How many? How many do you want?
How many do you want to do? You have 14 days to do it.
Oh God,
You
14
also.
rolls.
Is that all you're doing with it?
that's all I want to do
Okay.
until something changes.
Okay, so
until
every
I see
night,
something.
every
Yeah.
night you keep looking around like a crazy
It's
person.
freaking me the fuck out,
It
man.
should, to be fair, but
14.
I would also like to talk to Sharnook at some point. after
okay.
this.
14.
Nope.
Natural 20.
There you go.
So 26.
Nope.
All right, I'm giving up.
Well,
All right.
20 is an auto success, so it's probably not all of us.
All right. Never mind. then.
Shalmir, feel free to approach Charnook and talk to him on one of his
It's
nights.
Probably nothing.
I assume that he's resting in the cart.
I am passed the frick out.
I'll shake him awake.
Oh,
Say,
no.
hello, friend.
Hello, friends.
Hi. What's up?
Sharnook, you said that when you were gone, you saw a being that looked like with a mask of a raven or some elongated beak.
Yeah. I did.
I too have seen this being. It's come to me in a vision. I don't believe. I got an eerie feeling from it. I do not believe that it's something good.
Yeah. My whole life, I've been stronger than most of the people around me. So I haven't had much cause to be afraid. I didn't really know even what that was when people talked about it. But I think when I saw that, it was the first time I really knew fear. So much bigger and stronger than me.
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
I mean, not like that.
Thank you.
Right. It's all very strange. First, Tyrion tells me of this Reaper and questions of the Raven Queen, and now you see the same figure that I see, with the face of a raven. I feel there's something following us, something deeper, something evil.
Evil.
That definitely doesn't bode well. But I feel much better knowing that we have you here with us, Shalmir.
As you should.
The paladin is loving it.
I'll put my hand on his shoulder and I'll say, "Blessing of the Mountain Lord upon you. Now rest, my friend."
All right.
As he like shoves your like lifeless body back down. All right.
Oh.
During your perception checks, by the way, with that 27, 26, you didn't notice what you were looking for, but because it's so high, you have noticed in your travels that occasionally you will see ravens following the group. But
Neat.
only occasionally.
Whatever. They're just birds.
Yeah.
And then like every other day or something, I just like spend an hour when we're getting set up for like breakfast and stuff before we start traveling. I spend like an hour just like kind of doing some training off the side.
Oh, more things.
Yeah, sure.
I'd like
We got time.
to make sure. I'd like to train myself
Oh,
on
yeah.
my massive strength, the intricacies.
Oh,
of
that's
using
very
that.
good of you. Very good of you. Give me intelligence checks on
Can I
this.
inspire myself for this?
Yeah,
I'm gonna need it.
yeah. So this is your intelligence to figure out how to manage your strength so you don't accidentally like backhand your friends through walls into oblivion.
That's exactly what I'm going for here.
Oh no, I don't know my strength.
Okay. I think these are D8s.
Yep,
now.
they are.
That's right, they are. 'Cause I'm awesome. Neat. So, intelligence?
Yes.
15.
You're getting better at it. You're accidentally breaking some boulders, and you're breaking some of the campsites every now and then. Some supplies get ripped up and stuff.
My bad.
You're learning from each failure, and with every failure comes a better understanding and lower DCs.
Yay!
Okay,
Excellent.
and that's over the course of the 2 week
I figured.
journey.
And could I talk to Xiaomi?
You can do whatever you so please.
Yes.
So Tullius, after one of his days of trainings, he's just like, "Yo, Shao Dog."
Hey, Xiao Dog, come here.
I don't respond. I have no idea what that means.
So it's what I have a
It's like
horse.
Xiaomi plus dog, so it's like a combination thing.
Shouting this across. the
I
meadow.
am not a dog.
If you were, you'd be a beautiful, most obedient dog, I think.
That's very likely, yes. Is this your conversation? I'm unsure of why you're telling me.
They're shouting this right now. Tullius is refusing to close the distance until he responds to Shao Dog.
Just come here.
Okay. Walk over to him.
As he finishes like grooming his horse and comes over.
So, I'd like
So-
you to know that, and this is in hushed tone.
No one's listening to you right now. No one
Right.
gives a shit.
Excellent.
Everyone's doing their own thing.
So, you remember that day when you saved Tyrion from making forest fires?
Yes, just before we left.
Right. He was showing us that new trick, and I cast Detect Magic because I wanted to see if there was anything special he was doing with the new trick. But I noticed off in the distance, way beyond the hills, something. So it felt like it was like a pair of eyes, some sort of thing that was watching us. And I wanted to. I didn't get a good read on it, and I wanted to see if maybe you could be on the lookout as well.
Something like a bird.
It felt magical, right?
Oh yes, Detect Magic.
I
so yes.
just want to make sure, TM.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah. That'd be pretty shitty of me.
Yeah, it felt.
Actually,
You actually see a murderer just staring at you guys, and only you.
He wouldn't have detected the magic of it because
No.
detect magic is like a 30-foot radius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just,
It would
you
have just been
get
it
a-
was been more of a perception thing.
Yeah.
All right. Then that.
Yeah. Just
I feel like something's watching us. That's all.
Something nefarious or
I'm not sure yet, but based on
hard to tell.
really hard to tell. But I mean, based on everything that's going on, I think it might be wise to keep an eye. And I know I'm not usually one to say something like that, but it's giving me the heebie-jeebies.
You do take this seriously because Tullius normally fucks around 24/7, so this is strange.
Yeah.
well, I appreciate it, and I will keep an eye out.
Thank you. You're a responsible lad. Tiddle pip.
Tullius goes back to being a bard.
You would.
Till yeah, right.
As he walks away, just instantly back to the happy stuff. As Shalmir's like, "Whoa, is this?" I see him. He just got some super intense mission or something to concentrate. Oh, he's gonna leave that with me. That was a classic dump
Yeah.
and gone.
See ya.
this is your responsibility.
I don't care now.
Paladin's like, "Oh,
Bard's doing bard shit.
I'm on a conclave.
yes." All right, Eulyris, do you want to do anything during these 2 weeks?
Excellent. My bard powers are
Cry
growing.
about your oracle.
Yeah.
You have the books. You can work on translating those.
Yeah,
Fucking nerd.
I can work on translating the second book.
All right. Give me a roll, then intelligence check.
Alright.
History in particular.
That was a 22.
Oh, it went really well then for that one.
Can I wander over while he's doing this?
As you've gone through like the second translation of the second book right now, you're starting to understand more and more of what the writings were telling about, and it's very much more a prophecy book about the land of. It seems like Penk, and it seems to be hitting on certain pieces about the deserts inside Penk and the sandstorms and all the stuff inside there. But you still got at least a little more hard work over the, you could probably do another one during the 2 weeks to get even a little clearer on it with another roll. But through the first half of this journey, you get a really good head start at trying to solve this dead language. The key that really got it to you was, Ancient Dwarvish, but Ancient Gnome is also mixed in, so this is actually a hybrid language between Gnome and Dwarvish. And with that, you're starting to get more understandings. And some of the lore in between it is a couple names keep popping up, not specifically their names, but more their titles. And it seems, from what you're gathering with these rough translations, that there was 2 kings that ruled Penk with each other, and they were very much like they were a married in love royal couple, and you don't really know more so far on your translation adventures. Charnook, as you see him translating like a nerd,
There's so many papers on the ground, so many squiggly little squiggles.
Am I taking up too much space?
I mean, wait, is he in the cart?
no, he's not in the car. He's got his little tent.
You're not in the cart, so I don't care. But
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's weird because I've never really been in a place where I can't use my body very well. I've never really had to use my mind, actually.
It's a useful tool when situation calls for it.
I feel like maybe I should learn to use it at least a little bit.
I could give you some help if you needed it.
I mean,
Do you know how to read?
Nope, I'm not even gonna try and lie to you. Nope, don't even know. Not even a little bit. We don't.
Tyrion actually is behind you, and he started giggling.
I throw a small rock at him.
It slips with your weakness as you haven't thrown much in a while, so it just kind of goes right by his head, but up for Tyrion to be like, fucking.
See, if I had a sharp mind, I could have murdered him with my words there.
Charnook sits down, crisscross applesauce.
Hard cut to me murdering somebody underneath water deep with vicious mockery.
Your mother's ugly. Into the water.
Yep.
Well, if you were interested,
Teach me your ways.
I could help you learn to read, at least common.
I think that'd be very cool.
Oh, all right.
Give me rolls.
Okay. Natural 1.
Intelligence
Natural 1.
check on both of you.
Natural 1.
Yep, because
Natural
you gotta see if
ones.
you're a good teacher and whether you can understand what he's saying.
Okay.
All right.
Natural
teacher.
1.
Intelligence.
Yep.
15.
15. 8. It's slow going these 14 days. All right, let me tell you. Obviously, it's probably a couple days in when he approaches you. I think a weekend, if we're hitting the notes right. So you have 7 days till Neverwinter. Wowza. That's a lot, Charnook.
Oh,
it's
God.
a lot. And there's a whole part of your brain that's like a muscle that hasn't been worked, and you just feel like headaches almost every day, different from the headaches you normally get from like, get the orb, get the orb. This is a different place.
That one's more like a pressure headache.
Yeah, it's not talking to you as much as just like, oh, I'm so stupid. Oh, what? Like, your brain is like expanding right now. It's craziness. You don't really grasp it, but you're excited with that rolls, both of you. he's such a understanding teacher to you. You feel like you're bonding with Ulyrus in some senses, and also this seems of value to you. It's not you after your first couple sessions. It was frustrating, but you're slowly starting to see the value in it, and you're hopeful that it will continue to get better.
One day I will read with the proficiency of a 4th grader.
Are you smarter than a 5th grader? Nope. This is an exponent. What is 2 squared? Charnook up on the stand. Oh shit. Sorry. Anyway, okay.
The answer is 4.
Recording. Okay. Anything else? Wrapping up on our way to Neverwinter, or you're about to enter the city of Neverwinter?
One thing you guys would notice is that for that little bit of like kind of broodiness that was happening over in Phandalin, Tunan's back to his old self. He's very happy, optimistic.
He just needed to burn some shit.
Yeah, some people just gotta get it out.
Sometimes you just gotta get it out. I get it.
Gotta get his fix.
Yeah,
He was going through withdrawal.
Burn some shit.
As Orhana, like every day, just like, oh, let
Remember,
me
we're all addicts.
as she eats just like sufficient. Just like
Actually gone.
yeah, you fucked that bitch up.
Does she call the knife precious?
No, she does not call the knife
Not yet.
precious.
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet. Holy shit. We're going down there. All right. Good old gnomes.
So I want to
Yes.
work on
Rock.
like
Yes.
I don't know if I like teach myself how to do this or
Okay. You
like
could try.
we talked about it a little bit.
Oh,
like,
yes.
some kind of like mechanism.
Yes.
Like I want to be able to like cast, well, shoot arrows that like can heal you guys. Like when we're in combat.
Which,
I know, which is super cool.
how could something dangerous
But
heal?
like in the arcane archer stuff, there is no option for like taking an arrow that'll like heal someone. It's like all damage doing stuff.
An
So
adrenaline
I don't know
shot.
if like maybe I tinker something or
Yep.
I learn.
You're
a
gonna make
spell.
a tinker roll just to see how this starts at first and how many arrows you could craft based on how many health potions you have.
Okay.
What you doing?
As Tellius looks over, and Orhana's been trying to remake her arrows without the tips. So on impact, she'll be able to smash health potions on you, so you will take damage from the glass shattering. So that was during the initial experiments, as now she's trying to find something else that will break on contact better. Yeah.
What about the little boba things?
Yeah, did you guys ever get those from them, or did you leave before he gave you them? Shaylin gave
I don't
it to you.
know.
I remember he's going to give it to
He
you guys, but...
I thought he was gonna give. I thought he gave us a couple.
I think
I
he said-
didn't make it yet, so I'll say you have 3 of them, so
think
you do
he
have
did.
those, but
Yeah,
You didn't have a lot.
He was like, I'll get you guys set up for this.
I still got to make it, so
That's
I'll
okay,
do it
we don't need
eventually.
Yeah.
Would this just be roll plus proficiency or plus
Yep.
intelligence plus proficiency?
Plus intelligence, plus proficiency.
It's a 17, I think.
Let's see.
Intelligence, we said. No, that's plus 17. That's an 18.
Okay, so testing goes pretty well during your time on your travels here. Very clearly, you see glass does not work very well with shooting arrows on people with health potions as you're testing this out on like animals, on like rats and stuff you guys are finding throughout your journey. You do see some elk out in the wild, so some of the hunting that Charnook's like, I'm gonna get this, and he starts to go and and his legs give out on him as Tullius is just like, please, as he just. All right. You don't actually. You don't have that, so you would just throw your sword half a mile at it because you're a troll. Or you'd just mockery it to death. You'd be like, "I heard Bambi died," and you just see the as it falls in the wild.
Surprisingly, elk not very charismatic.
That's hilarious. I would do that.
So, as you do those type of things and you experiment, you settle on this type of paste you've been producing in like mud bowl fashion. So it's kind of like, you know how birds like and they make their nest together.
Yep.
Well, you're doing it more with like spit and paste and crap, putting that together, and a small bit of it, so it holds it like a pocket with the health potions. And because you take a health potion, you just put like a little bit in, and a little bit in. I say you burn one of your health potions during all the testing, And then with that roll, you can get 3 arrows with those clay-tipped arrows with a little bit of health that will give you 1 HP when you shoot somebody with it. So that can be helpful to stabilize somebody right now. It might be expanded. The more you learn, the better you get. The more proficient you get with this ability, you'll be able to hopefully heal people for more.
Cool. And I have the greater healing potions, so...
Yeah, that's still fine. You didn't use that during your testing. So you should take away 1 of your healing potions.
Yeah, and then if I were to use a greater healing potion, would that do like 2 HP?
Yeah, it's made of a bed. It would be doubly proficient because it's a higher...
It's the greater, yeah.
Yeah, it's a greater healing potion. Like, inside that healing potion, the vitality, is it? Is that what related to your health? I believe they call it vitality.
Vitality. It's Constitution as
I know it's Constitution, but like
the word
it
vitality?
helps. Yeah, it's going to help
Vitality is
your vitality as a human doubly more efficient than a normal one, or as a creature of life.
Vitality, longevity.
Yeah. So that would. So if you want to burn the greater healing potion, you can do that for 2 points.
No.
It's
I
not
was
really
just
worth it
trying
at
to
this
figure
time.
it out.
Yeah. But eventually, say you get a 5, then a greater would be 10, and so on. It's always going to be double whatever you're able to get out of these arrows.
That's
Okay,
really
cool.
Yeah.
Dang.
Good thing, dude.
That's what you get.
It's so good at
if you think about stuff and you
tinkering.
message me, it's amazing. Creativity is it. It's limitless. Here.
I don't know what you're
Unless your
talking
dad was like, can I heal everything for nothing? Like, what? It's like, It's like, all right, fine.
Hashtag.
I mean, his totem did have a very short range. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it was 10 feet. Or it was 5 feet.
5
Is-
feet.
Yeah.
Don't
Could be
worry.
right
It'll
next
never
to it.
happen again. It will, but it won't. Except he's dead. So anywho, here we are in Neverwinter.
Cut to me playing it.
We're in Neverwinter.
These giant wooden doors open with this concrete all the way around the city. As you guys saw in the thumbnail, that is very much Neverwinter. It's on the coast, so you can hear those waves going in, and you do see a familiar ship in port. It seems to have a lot of repairs where it was once burned in the side, but it's so large, and you can see it as you're coming up the coast. Because the way you come into Neverwinter, it forces you on the coast, up the path into the town. There's massive castles, and as soon as you enter the city, there's the hustle and bustle of the entirety of the city. Wagons out there, carts. This is very much less stonework, a lot more wood inside the Neverwinter city. The structure itself, though, there are bits of stonework on the more probably valuable places inside here. You see a lot more human population. It's very human dense with very occasional half elves. You don't see half orcs. There's really not a lot of other races in here. Very much dwarfs. You see plenty of those running about. But being a unknown lizard thing,
None of those?
None of those.
God
being
damn.
a
It's never any of those.
tiefling. Very strange.
Another dead end.
Very, very strange seeing you guys and the rest of you.
Tyrion actually starts wearing his hood up more often here.
Yes, there we are.
He's used to this kind of city.
I can change myself. I'll look like my human form.
All right.
I'll cast
As soon as you get in there, you're like, whoa.
It's fucking weird. It's not my hometown. I think it might be wise.
Probably a good idea.
Some of the guards see that, but they're like, I'm not touching that. Nope.
Nope. Not my pig.
All right. So you're all inside the city, and you have this currently the stone out right now, and it's pointing in a direction. The two stones together are pointing in a direction.
To be clear, the ship we saw was the ship we saw at Mansuno.
Mansoon.
No.
Okay.
Why
Oh,
would
the
that
other
be
one.
there? That one exploded.
That was the pirate one.
Yeah. You're right.
The pirate guy, right? Not pirate guy, but
Mhm.
you know, what's his name? What's that guy's name? The guy that with the charismatic. He saved.
boat is that?
He saved someone's
Captain
life.
Lax?
Yeah.
Oh, he's the guy
pirate
who
guy.
stole all our shit.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He's a
Oh,
right wanker.
possibly.
He's a proper wanker, yeah.
I'm not positive on that.
Can't trust those charismatic assholes, you know.
As Tellius looks dead in the face
I absolutely agree with you.
as he looks up at Tellius. All right. So what are you guys doing? Are you following the arrows? Are you exploring the town? What are you doing?
I'm following the arrows.
Shalmir, beelines.
Take
All
a
right.
point.
All right.
He's
Oh,
all right.
okay.
We're going that way.
Going with
Okay.
my homie.
Okay.
All right. All right. The group stays together and goes to this. It seems like a hub It seems very run down, but it's a hub of a bunch of faiths. And as you guys walk in there, you see a bunch of these like almost like stalls where you would put horses in, but they'd be set up as altars, and many of them abandoned, run down, ruined. And as you get more towards one in the back, you end up seeing the arrows start shifting slowly, and they point over as you see a modest shrine. I need you, Lyris, to make a history check.
24.
As you see the arrows pointing over, you recognize the shrine and the god of worship here. This is the shrine of Tyr. As you all are kind of standing there, you see this older gentleman. He's got a little bit of a bushy beard growing out here, short hair. As he pushes back and he says, "Tyr's blessings." As he walks in and sort of hobbles in and sits down at a pew. There's only like one on each side, so it's very, very modest in this area. And you see two people in these all-white cloaks, hoods up, exactly what Ulazal was wearing, as Orhana recognizes, coming over and talking to the man that just brushed past you, handing him over something, and you see him open up a book and start reading. As the other two are tending to this very, very modest praise, there seems to be this little altar in a balance there, and there's a little bit of offerings to support, a little place for dunk the whole holy water in there, but it's very, very quiet sauce in this area. But you can actually hear down the hall a little bit. You can hear this. Come, hear the truth, the meaning of the universe. Our Lord, our Savior, our Prophet. He has foreseen the truth. Papa Nickel knows the truth. Come to us for the truth of how the universe was created.
I mean, that sounds really interesting.
It does sound interesting.
I kind of
To me,
want
it
to go.
sounds like a sham.
I mean, the truth of the universe.
Yeah.
Do you really want to? Do you really want to gamble with that?
Save yourselves!
To be saved.
What if he's right?
You guys can choose whether or not to follow that voice or not. Or go see it afterwards.
Can we make a note for later?
You can make a note for later. All right.
I dare you. I dare you.
So you guys approach the altar? Or approach the people, look around?
Certainly.
Okay. Are you just following the stones, basically?
Yeah.
All right.
Wherever they point. If it's not pointing towards people, I'm just not even paying attention to that.
All right, you brush past the two of them as you go straight up to the scale, and they're like, "Oh no, oh!" And they're trying to be like, "Oh, sir, oh!" There's a woman and a guy. You see, the woman has a fair amount of wrinkles on her, a very tired-looking individual that is probably a human somewhere in her 60s. She has graying hair. It's sort of going into the white version, as the guy's a little younger. He's probably in his 40s and just getting streaks of gray inside his hair as well. Both very clean-shaven people, very tight with all their hygiene. The woman has a more round face, as the guy has more angular, but not cleft, not macho, not heroic, just very much an angular, maybe doesn't eat enough. Yeah, and they're covered in their white robes as they're like, and you just hear like the clanging of metal as Shelmer's like, sort of looking at the scale right now. It's pointing at the scale.
It's like a scale with two sides.
Yep, it's two sides right now, and
Is there anything on that?
as you, currently there are some coins on the scale, as it's in balance right now.
It's just pointing directly at the scale. I'm going to put each stone on one side of the scale.
All right. As you do that, you see the scale just sort of stays balanced as you put each one on the side there. The arrows are still pointing at the scale. One arrow is now pointing like the arrow is shrunken, and then the other arrow is pointing to the other side.
I'll move that one to the other side.
As you do that, the scale starts to go down. The other people like take the try and put the talismans back in your hand. They're like, can we help you? can we help you? Could you not touch our artifact, please? Our prayer. Hi, who are you?
Hello. My name is Shalmir Steltadana.
Nice to meet you, Shalmir. I am Jylin, and this is Hiru, and we run this very modest shrine of Tyr. Tyr's blessings on you. Please don't touch the artifact, please.
Could you tell me what this object is?
This is what we use to pray to our god Tyr. They're pretty expensive. They are basically a token that allows us to set up a site of prayer and worship anywhere in the world. Any followers of Tyr, this is what we use. Ours is modest. The headquarters back in Skolberheim, they have quite a monument. You should see it. It's about the size of the city. But that's all we have. So we're very, very cautious with how we use it. Do you have...
Yes, I've come by these talismans here.
Oh?
I understand there are 3 gods under Corlin.
Yes.
Tyr, Orpheus, and Timora.
Yes.
Well, you see, this talisman has the symbol of Timora, and this talisman has the symbol of Morpheus.
Okay. Where did you find those?
Well, let me demonstrate real quick as you see what I'm doing. I'm not messing with your artifact for no reason. And I'll put them together.
Oh. How about, if it's all right with you, we could place the things that you want if you want to try something out. Typically, we try to keep everything in balance, just like his teachings. Tyr is all about balance in the world.
If you must touch it, very well, but do what it says.
Oh, okay. He drops it in the hands. Okay. Oh, this is so much. So fast. Okay. Hiru. And he comes over. Let's see your intelligence check. Oh, wow. Great. They're both over 20 on that one.
Whoa.
Let's go, dude.
Solid.
They're smarter than Shalmir.
Yeah, Shalmir can figure the fucking puzzle out. So they had to give it to the NPCs. They put him on the scales like he did. They move one over, take it off. They take the coins off. As they take the coins off, you see this as the scales change. They put both the talismans on one side of the scale, and all of a sudden it goes balances, and a talisman appears on the opposite side of the scale.
Whoa.
I'll just grab it, and I'll grab the other 2, that's all I needed, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh.
See you later, dudes.
Wait! What was that? That was Tyr's symbol. Tyr communed with us. My goodness!
The door closes.
Yeah, this is not first rodeo. See you
You
later.
see the other one stand up. My word! The one sitting down, they're all just in shock. Like, if only Ulasal could have seen this. My God! This is.
Holy ooze.
Well, who are you?
Who are you?
Who am I? Who are you?
Like, which one are you talking to? Because that's the older man right now.
I'm talking to the old guy.
The old guy, his name is Owen. He introduced himself. Oh, I am Owen Strongstone. I am a simple merchant here who've made a great friend through this faith here. He left some time ago. He seemed to have his own adventures and needs. The other 2, what's her name's Hyru? Yeah, there's Jelena and Hyru. Jelena comes over. Yes, he was a friend to all of us. He was instrumental in helping our little faith spread around the wonderful city of Neverwinter. He seemed troubled, though. It seemed like a lot weighed on his mind, and that certainly impacted his mood. But he was... how would you say, Hiru? And he looks over.
Was he
generous.
edgy?
Edgy? No, not edgy. I'd say kind. He spent most of his time helping the poor in Neverwinter, giving out meals and whatever money he helped make. He always found a way to give it back. Actually, he left. He heard about some job offering that would bring some gold to this shrine. He's never come back, but he left for Fandland for some job. And we hope to see him again on his travels. I'm certain that Tyr is looking over him and looking after him.
What was his name, by
Who?
chance?
Ulazal.
Your friend.
Ulazal Uto.
I actually encountered him. He was part of my crew.
Where... Is he alright? Is he okay?
I'm actually not sure at this point. That's why we came here and are collecting these. Is because I received a message, actually, I believe it to be from Timora, that he was in need of trouble, or in need of help. He was in need of trouble, because he wasn't in enough already.
This is a lot to take in.
Yeah, we're pretty cool.
This is a lot to take in.
I don't know what's going on.
The gods talk to
Can
you?
I disguise self into one of them
They
and
sing
say,
to him.
"This is a lot to take in"?
Absolutely. With ease. Some find it amusing. In your group, the other ones are stay shocked and don't even notice it. Well, I'm sorry. What did you say? Did anybody say? Wow. Oh, well.
Wow. Oh, well.
If you're friends of Ulazal and on a mission, he's done so much good work here. I imagine Tyr would have his reasons. The talisman is yours.
The talisman is yours.
Thank you.
Is it something-
magic user?
You're a magic user.
What's the other ones?
No, I'm just bringing beer with me everywhere I go.
Sounds like funny business to me. All right. This has been one interesting encounter. Well then, is there anything else we could do with you?
Do you know where the docks are?
Yes. Actually, it's only about a 10-minute walk down that way. There's a tavern right around the corner. They call it the Stone Creek Tavern. It's one of the best for the docking district in there. And most the typical people that come in end up there. One word of caution, though. There's been quite a problem with the seas out west. It seems like, war. It could be on the horizon. And the people of Jalasia have started policing the waters pretty strongly. So even my merchant ships haven't been coming as they once were, and we don't really have any other boats in port right now besides one. With that, they are an interesting lot. They have a roaming carnival, and they certainly know how to make quite a scene. Why? Any reason why you're going to the docks?
Looking for an old friend.
Oh.
And I walk out the door.
All right.
Matt, why does
It's a long walk, so you just like walk away as you turn the other way you came in.
That's just rude.
Okay. I imagine he has business.
Yeah, he's a weird one.
Fair enough.
Thank you for your
Got
time.
that right.
Thank you. Thank you all.
I
And
think we will be on our
Tyr's
way.
blessing upon all of you.
Tears blessing upon you.
And also with you.
All right. So do you all leave, or does anybody go see what the other
Tyrion is
places?
waiting
Oh, I'm
outside for the
definitely
rest
gonna
of
go
the
see
group.
the other places.
All right.
A flick of
Tyrion didn't just walk like completely away. He's waiting outside.
Yeah, he's
for
waiting
everyone.
outside. What about everybody else? You're all gonna follow to this next dude? The guy that's shouting down the hall that they're all like, even the other one's like, oh god. As you can hear the shouting.
Oh, I can't wait to figure out what this is.
The
Oh, yeah.
Undays!
Figure that out. Yeah, yep.
right.
I'm going.
As everyone now leaves here with the talismans all together,
That's what I'm going to
Before you get there, you see a stall that is pretty crumbled and dusty, and there isn't anybody with the worship right now, but the statue starts glowing, and as you can see, it's Timora's statue. And you all hear, Timora, you have assembled
What?
what they did not, what is necessary to make the darkness come to the light. The time is short. As you all may know, or have assumed, the gods have taken interest in all of you, in some shape, way, or form. But even the gods' powers are limited. Somehow this creature that has trapped so many of need, so many of value, or has outright destroyed, is vulnerable. Take these talismans.
Sorry.
It's fine. Across the lake of Mohi, a mountain of sadness and loss, is where you will find answers to your journeys, to your quests, and to what you seek most. This is a path that not only the gods demand of you, we ask of you. There is not much time, for she will be powerful once again. And if she succeeds, it may be the end of the world as we knew it, but not the end of our lives. And the glow goes away, and you're all, as you're still you stopped, and then you walk a couple more feet, and you see this gangly, thin, like these guys' clothes don't fit them. They're super, super short, like short shorts, pale, missing teeth, old, a couple gray hairs,
The shorts, jeans.
spots.
Oh,
No,
boy.
they're not jorts.
He doesn't have jorts? Damn it.
There's like those liver spots everywhere. He's got this big book, and he keeps banging on it. Behind him, you see this giant turd. It smells awful. And you see
Oh, it's a real turd?
these antlers sticking out of it. Yes.
Oh, my lord.
And you see him, welcome to your future. Fate has brought all of you here to hear the words of Papa Bumpernickel.
I think we just walked here. I'm not sure if it was.
You were brought here by the gods.
Oh,
Why?
God.
I mean, you
creation.
can't argue with that.
I mean,
The entire group feels devastated. Oh no. This is what they brought us here for. This is our true mission. All universe, all world, all existence comes from the great herd. As he turns around.
Shamir walks away.
I follow him.
You're not here. You're already outside, Tyrion.
Oh, this is still inside the temple?
They're still inside.
Oh.
As he turns back around,
Where goes the
he's
Musketeer?
not even
He's like,
phased by
"Idiots."
people walking away from him. Doesn't miss a beat. Everything came from the great buffalo. There was but one god.
Are there guards around?
The buffalo. What?
Are there any guards around?
No.
oh, God.
The buffalo said, let there be life. And he shut out the universe. Creating out each of us. Each day adding to the pile as he takes like some shit on the ground and slams it onto the giant turd. I'm gonna pull my stitches out, god damn it. Shit. I'm sorry. This is awesome. As he puts it on, you hear this awful, like, wet sound. He's like rubbing the turd into the giant
God.
turd
Can I
stand.
push him?
What's that?
Can I push him?
Oh god, he is as frail as anything.
I'm pushing him into the turd.
Oh man,
Oh, Jesus.
as he goes in, as he gets pushed in, it goes everywhere. The books go everywhere.
I leave.
Oh man, he's oh, Oh, he's covered in poop and
Oh,
feces.
God.
And it's just,
I'll
you
pull
see
him out.
He's like, oh, it's not the first time that's been done.
Can I
to
pull
me.
him out?
Yeah.
Can I clean him up with Presto?
You can.
Oh.
Oh, thank you. As his eyes are buggering out, his breath smells horrible. Smelly individual.
And what was the guy that I transformed into? I still look like him. What's his name?
What guy transformed? Oh, Owen. Owen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tears blessings upon you. Name's Owen. Catch you later.
Oh, all right. Hey, does anybody want a copy? I'll have to get new copies as they're covered in feces now.
I'll clean up his fecal matter spattered copies.
Oh, here, take some of these with you. I have pamphlets here.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
What does it say on it?
Just gonna make sure I'm not bleeding. They say it's tough to read because his handwriting is basically Parkinson's,
Oh,
and
Jesus.
it's some you gather buffaloes, poops. The universe creation all came from one great buffalo, and there's only one God, and all the other gods are false gods. There's only the buffalo god.
Okay. Does he have any, like, trinkets or something laying around?
Nope, just feces everywhere.
This is a real letdown. I gotta be honest with you.
This is how this guy worships the buffalo god. I mean, people are going to do it in different ways, let me tell you.
I was hoping for, like, a souvenir, something for Mom. Nothing.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, you have the pamphlet.
Okay.
Okay.
I found my true calling.
Okay. All of you leave awkwardly
Yeah.
God.
from the feces-covered individual.
Alright, I'm gonna disguise myself again into my normal
Okay.
human-looking like myself form.
You all meet outside and head toward the docks at Neverwinter. As you arrive there, it's sort of settling down in the day. Pardon me. The travels, the talking, the exchange, getting the talisman, all that has gotten you to about 4 or 5 p.m. at night. Excuse me. Is there anything you want to do?
I'm gonna find the dock master.
Okay.
I'm gonna introduce
Apply for a job.
myself,
Okay. and
and I'm gonna toss him a gold coin
Mhm.
off my thingy.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say, "Excuse me, do you know where we might find Captain Lax?"
Give me a persuasion check.
This is my first roll of the night. Or no, I did the. This is my first D20 roll.
Yeah.
I believe in you.
Oh. Persuasion, you
Yeah.
said?
Yeah.
25.
Yes, he's so persuasive.
Oh, well, I'm certain Captain Lax and his men are staying in that tavern over there. And it's the Stoneside Tavern that they talked about earlier.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
You have a wonderful day, sir.
You as well. I'm gonna turn to the group and say, we're going there.
All right.
Nice. We should probably find somewhere to hitch up our cart and horse and all that stuff.
Yep.
Anyway,
You can do it at the
No.
tavern. There's other
I
places in
figure.
town. There's many places because
And-
horse carriage is
Yeah.
big in this city.
I mean, we need to find lodging too, so maybe all in one.
Let's find a
at the
different-
tavern.
Tavern.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
There's plenty of taverns inside Neverwinter.
The one right next to it.
Well, there's one across the street because it's the docks, and they are in direct competition with one another. So from the Stone side, on the opposite one, I think it's the Anvil, if I remember right. Let me see if I can find.
Is it like those cheesesteak places in Philly?
No, it's where you met Gundry and Orhana.
What is the name of that?
Oh my god.
Trying to find
That's
Throwback.
That's the opening scene of the campaign. I'm pretty sure.
Ulyrus,
Yeah.
are you a smart guy? Yeah.
I would say so.
You're a smart guy.
He's really smart.
Yeah. So, why do you think they named it Neverwinter? Like, yeah, it's probably really nice here all the time, but why wouldn't they call it always summer, you know?
I think Neverwinter has a better ring to it.
But it's like they're not looking on the bright side of things. They're literally looking at the darker, colder side of things. Literally.
But it's kind of being positive that it's never winter.
But like it's always summer. Isn't that awesome?
I mean, they basically mean the same thing.
They do mean the same thing. It's a play on words. Of course, I mean, I know that. I'm good
I
at
mean, think
language.
about it. If you're used to winter, and you hear of a place called Neverwinter, doesn't that sound better?
I mean,
He's got a point.
yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point.
To come
I
here.
like words, you know. I like words.
Sure.
Hey, watch your tongue, boy.
How can I watch my tongue if it's in my mouth?
You gotta stick it out.
Try to lick your elbow.
Yeah, go ahead, try. Dude, all this stalling, I'm just trying to find the goddamn name.
Successful elbow licking.
You guys have been great for me to try and find this.
Dislocate his
7.
shoulder.
Whoa, you're so weak. You're so weak.
That would have worn off by now.
I know, I'm fucking with you. No, you're fine. You just can't look at. You just keep looking at your hairy arms. You're like, gross.
It's too far away.
Try harder.
If I try harder, maybe. No. Not this time.
Can Tellius do it pretty easily because of his
Yeah, of
snout?
course.
Now, of course, I'll try it. I don't know. I rolled a 20.
You're like around your arm licking it. You gross, weird lizard dragon, not dragon.
Well, that's not fair.
All right,
He's got-
Tellius. Well,
I
you
don't
can
know,
do
he
that,
can do
but
it.
can you touch your right elbow with your right hand?
I don't know.
Rips his hand off.
I cast Mage Hand with my right hand and touch my elbow.
Well
I
played then.
don't know that spell, but if I did, I'll cast. Wait, I'll cast Minor Illusion and make it look like.
Yeah, make it look like
Do that. Right hand, touch your right elbow.
That's hilarious. Yeah, let's make it look like my right. Does this count? No. Yeah, you're right.
I think it counts.
It looks like it counts.
It's
What in the name are
your
you?
hand.
a magician, my friend. A magician. Just a bard, a humble bard. You know. I like jokes. I like pranks. I like wordplay.
I know. I have the full text in front of me right now.
I
I'm
like
searching.
ale. I like mead too.
Do you know any good songs?
It might be the royal. I might have renamed it. It's only for continuity's sake, but let's just say it's the same one. Like we all know, the name really
are
doesn't
you
matter at the
talking
moment. But the other tavern is the one everyone.
the
met-
blub inn.
Yeah. It might be the Royal Oak.
The blub.
I might have called it the Royal Oak.
It is.
Okay, there we are.
Yep.
Cool.
I was just scrolling through the old Discord messages to get Owen's name.
Okay, there we go. So it's the Royal Oak, and Orhana even suggests it's like, I remember that one. And she just kind of walks there, and you're all like, oh, I guess she made a decision for us. So it's going to be for
Gundren's there.
all your animals and your cart. It's going to be a gold a day to keep it there.
All right.
And it's going to be 2 silvers a day for lodging.
All right.
For each of you.
If I remember correctly, I'm not paying for shit on this trip. Well, for 2 months. So
It's true. It's on Shalmir.
I'll put up some extra money for. I can just pay for everybody. Yeah.
I paid for breakfast the other day, Shalmir. I'll remember that.
So how much if I just pay for everybody?
What's that? Are you going to pay for everybody?
Yeah.
All right, so it'd be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 silver and 1 gold piece for tonight.
All
For
right,
the
I'll-
horses and everything.
So
There you are.
Sheesh.
He pays all that, and the bartender, you see, just a nice young woman. Yeah. She takes it, gives you all your stuff. You all do that. So with that, you all go and take a rest. You all go to bed. We're going to take our break. And everybody come back here in about 5-10 minutes, and we'll continue with the game.
You can't make me.
Brody.
As you all go upstairs, get your things settled, Tyrion, do you beeline for the other tavern?
I mean, I'm not gonna beeline it. I'm gonna get people with me.
Okay, so as you're all upstairs and alone at this point, Elyrus, you are last to get your stuff like settled, and you sort of get caught up at the bar as you're sort of taking in this very festive and exciting atmosphere. Actually, I'm almost certain I have ambience for this.
Oh wow.
Let me get that.
I need it.
Goblin swamp. This one might work anyway. No, that won't work. Okay, so I can get it up. Just give me a moment. Boop. Boop. This will be nice. And then it's you, but we don't want battle music. You want tavern, fantasy town, tavern by the fireside.
Wow.
Let's try this one. Let me see what this one sounds like. So ambient.
Gee, I've never heard this before.
Have you heard this before then?
It's very common.
Yeah. It's generic fantasy.
Never mind.
His name's Skyrim?
No.
Green sleeves.
Never mind.
Alright,
Gold shit.
Yep.
I'm thinking about the rest of the game. So. Anywho, okay.
I'm thinking about green sleeves.
You get caught
Yes.
up taking in the environment of the people, the cheerful faces inside Neverwinter. And as you sort of do a little spin move, looking at all the nice hardwood, the Royal Oak has all sorts of beautiful engravings where people have signed as they have all contributed to putting this tavern together. Certain beams and places, and they've had their marks and their sigils, their symbols, their calling cards all around here. So it's very much a place of collaboration. One individual catches your eyes and waves you over. He has a cloak on and is pretty tough to see, but do you go and approach him and sit down with him?
I think before, do I recognize the person?
Give me a perception check.
Yes. Perception. That is a 23.
Perceive it.
Elyrus, you look over and see the stranger coming out of nowhere as he's ordering 2 drinks and waving you over. And you see, as you just about try to make out his face, and you're sort of like, I might walk away, you see the Oracle tap on the table.
This fucker.
Kill him.
Sorry.
I'm going to walk over.
All right.
Stab
take a
him.
seat.
Take a seat.
As you sit down,
Start it.
you see the familiar face of Captain Lax.
Yep.
Quite a page turner, this one, as he holds the oracle and spinning it in his hands. A lot of interesting information in there.
That it does.
Say, what is your involvement with the North? Seems strange to find you in Waterdeep. And you see him take out some notes you didn't know were missing. And keep such a strange eye on everything going out here as he slaps some of these pages on the table. He leans over a little bit close to you. What are your intentions, boy?
Well, first of all, that was for a job I was doing, so I don't appreciate that. Secondly, I was just looking into a couple shady organizations.
Doesn't really answer my question.
And your question is how I'm associated with
The North.
the North?
and your intentions toward them. Some would say this information could make you enemies of some people if it were to find their way into their hands.
If this made me enemies with anyone, it would probably be some bad people.
I may know a lot of bad people.
Are you a bad person?
Oh, you are something else, you. Oh, you Lyderus Cray deer it is, right? Living in Skoberheim. If my information's correct, living of a mother and father, currently in transition, trying to flee the civil war going on inside Skoberheim right now.
Civil war?
Something you don't know. This might be a first. You see him lean back, a little more confident in the conversation.
There's civil war in Skoberheim.
Yes. Another group of what one would call adventurers, others would call murderers, entered into Skoberheim and shook things up quite a bit. Killed their high priest and caused quite a lot of dissenting opinions among the people.
Awesome.
Once you're home, now chaos. And with that chaos comes many desperate people looking to do very desperate things. Are you a desperate person, Ulyrus Cray deer?
No.
Good. Well, I do have interest in, as he tosses you the oracle, in hearing more from that little box. Interesting first couple messages there. I am a man of history myself and have great, we'll say, investment in our future.
Our?
Our future. What are you up to? Why did you come to Neverwinter? Just to track me down and get my goodies?
Your goodies.
Yes, yes.
I think they were taken from me.
Oh, taken from you. Well, that is worrisome because I have sold most of it, but that one seemed a little special.
Well, I appreciate you not selling this. It is definitely a very unique artifact.
Extremely unique. You could say I'm almost a connoisseur of unique artifacts. And unique people. You see the cheerfulness fade from his face as he leans forward to you and gets in real close so only you can see. And as you get really close to this Captain Lax's face, it goes from that cheerful look that he had with the beard and and that fades to the face of a drow. And he's looking you dead in the eyes. I'm not going to ask again. What is your relation with the North?
Are we all just like upstairs? Or
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Yep. Oh, get fucked.
That's whatever. Yeah, we're just chilling.
Upstairs, Tullius, where the fuck are my things gonna go? Maybe over here?
Yeah,
Hard
no,
cut.
Straight up Marie Kondo. Just
Yep.
he's checking.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah, you're fine.
My only involvement with the North is I have some friends up there, and sometimes I do jobs for them.
You see, the face goes back to the normal human-looking face that you used to see on Captain Lax normally. You're not quite a storyteller, are you, Elyrus? A man of simple and to-the-point words.
Oh. I guess there's just not much to say.
But I can't tell. As you keep dodging, you may have friends there, you may have job business there, but you certainly will not answer my question directly, which makes me think you have something to hide from me.
I mean, there's some things that I like to keep private, and why should I tell you?
Well, maybe. Because I've been keeping quite an eye on your little heroes of Waterdeep. Since the moment you entered into that city. Maybe, if you need a way to across the world, I might be your only and best bet. Especially with all the docks and ports closing. All along the coast of Atul. Not many are going to make that journey if you need to go anywhere else. Maybe go back home to Skoberheim. Maybe you have your own little mission. Maybe we go visit what you found in that vault. There's many ways this can go. Many secrets you may have. I can assure you, I know many of them. The one I don't is whether you are meaning well or ill for the North.
I can assure you that I'm very fond of the North. And I mean the best for it. And if there's anything that I am not telling you, it is because I cannot tell you out of honor.
Then I guess I'll have to accept this. I'd say, Elyrus, if this is the truth, then this is good news for you. I'd say, if you're a gambling man, you just bet the best gamble in your world. Because your life is at stake here. And I hope you didn't lie to me.
I did not, I assure you.
Alright.
Inside check.
Well, as he reaches across the table, as the mugs finally come across, and he gives you a cheer, takes one sip, puts it down.
Cyanide.
Well, you enjoy that one on me, and I'll be seeing you real soon. I have a feeling your friends are going to be paying me a visit somewhere else. Just remember, I'm watching. I'm interested. And I
Understood.
do not like liars.
What the shit, dude?
And he leaves.
Did Reed insert himself into this campaign?
No.
What is going on?
Just gonna sit there contemplating that whole thing and sipping my ale.
As you're doing that,
Constitution saving throw.
you notice, like, as he left, he took something with him, and you realize there was a crossbow underneath the table pointing at you the entire time.
Oh my god.
All right.
That was serious.
Jesus Christ. Well, Lars is in some shit.
All right. All you guys come down later. What's good? As you're all together, Tyrion's very much like, I'm gonna fuck this guy up. I'm gonna go find this idiot that stole my shit. Elyrus a little shell shocked, but the rest of you are all in good spirits.
Sup, lied right? You lied, right? Elyrus?
Feels like a stretch.
It's really hard.
I think he got him. That was good.
Thanks, Show Dog.
Right.
Right, so we're gonna go beat up that guy that stole our stuff.
Yes.
Okay, let's
I'll
go.
be your muscle if you need it.
You, Iris, are you okay?
Yeah. Let's do this.
All right.
All of you leave.
Let's crack some skulls. Yeah.
Walk across to the Stone Side Tavern. Inside there, very similar establishment. It's more boxy, the Royal Oak, where this one's more long, very much rectangular. It has more stonework inside it, while this one's more woodwork. This one has 3 levels to it because they want to try and outlodge the other Royal Oak. And there is a lot of individuals inside this tavern, seemingly all of the same crew. Everywhere you look, they have tattoos and markings of the Carnival that is here, or the roaming Carnival crew that's a part of this ship. And plenty of strapping young, interesting creatures, from orcs to little goblins to half-orcs, some tieflings, and so forth, and humans, of course, mixed in as well. But some pretty standard stuff for the weird circus people, but a majority human. You guys are inside the bar. What would you like to do?
I'm looking for that fucker.
Tyrion is looking everywhere
All right, which one do I punch?
for
Just give me the
Hold
signal.
on a moment, Charmic. I'll let you know when to punch.
as they're looking.
Just give us the signal.
You see one of the barmaids come over and be like, how many?
We have 6 of us.
6. Okay. We're pretty full right now, but we could probably put you. It's warm outside. We have some tables we could set up out there for you all. Would that work?
Yeah, we'll take that in a moment. I think we'll just hang at the bar for the time being.
Oh, all right. We'll put those together for you. And she snaps, and some people start getting some stuff over there. They put drinks in your hands, all copper apiece, trying to get you guys all ready. Getting you in the groove of things inside the bar. And she goes, let me know, and I can serve you some food when you all are ready. You hear lots of rabble and laughter around. No signs of Captain Lax in this area, but tons of people. You fucking know. And you see this card playing as Charnook's like, oh. You see people playing some stranger games, not so much the typical cards and gambling, but some stuff with bones they're throwing around and picking bones up and stuff like that. They look like chicken bones, not human remains.
Important clarification.
Lots of talking inside the bar. Some arm wrestling contests are going on. Some music's in the background. Everything's going pretty for the course.
I mean, I'd really like to do some arm wrestling.
You can approach.
I'm approaching.
Tullius is approaching, seeing these two guys, and you see this big orc going with this just jacked human. You see the orc puts his arm down, you see, oh, shit, bats, and he throws some stuff and puts some coin on the table and walks away. You see the orc, puny. That's him. And cheering for some
Tyrion
guys.
Is gonna kind of tug on the cloaks of Shalamir and Eulyris and kind of like make an indication, like, let's go sit at the bar.
Okay. The bar is packed right now, but seeing a couple of you guys approach, you see 2 of the guys see you as a tiefling, you're like, oh, fuck this. And they get up and leave. So there's 2 seats,
Yay,
so one of you will have to
racism.
stand at the bar.
It worked out this time.
Yay, racism. I mean, cool.
So you guys sit down at the bar as Tullius, you approach.
I'll stand.
You wanna go?
This guy is the strongest guy I've ever seen.
Strongest guy you've ever seen,
He's
huh?
even stronger than me.
Man, you don't look so strong.
Yeah, he's a
It's just
weakling.
matter of
Yeah, I
opinion.
bet he is.
I bet you are too.
Oh. You gonna let him
Tell you what,
treat you like that?
you take that lad that you just smashed. I'll take you both on at once.
Oh.
No magic.
I'm not using magic.
Alright. We got a pay in here.
How much?
Gold piece.
I'll slow down to platinum.
You see everyone in the bar just start to get silent.
By the by, I am super alert. I do not want to get fucking robbed by this.
You
captain
just
dude.
got everyone trying to rob you.
No, I know, I got that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. No, good.
Uh,
Good. They're not rolling great, so you're in
great.
good shape right now. You see a couple guys getting close, but backing off, not liking it as you keep looking. They are all now eyeballing the high roller who just came in. All right. Hey, come back over here. Come here.
I can't wait to lose. This is great.
All right. And how about you put it here? Okay. All right, you sit down across. You see him. All right.
It's cute.
All
They're
right.
holding hands.
All right, give me a strength check.
23.
It starts. You see them going back and forth. You see them both like as you going, pushing you down a little bit, and you're like, oh. You see them both. Whoa!
I told you he's pretty strong.
Holy shit! Double or nothing.
All right.
See them both come back up. Go ahead, roll another strength check.
Same thing, 23.
See them both. And you see that you're feeling a little.
Oh, woe is me!
As it's going down, and you're pushing it back, and you see him. You're giving out on me! You're giving out on me! He's like, oh, it fucking hurts, dude! It just. It goes down, you see him, just knocks over the table. You gotta be cheating! As he stands up at you, his beer and ale goes everywhere, and see a bunch of guys around me. You're just weak as shit, Garblock!
Hey, Garblock. What can I say? You can have your money back. I don't give a fuck about the money. I just want to mess around.
What? You see him? Don't insult me! He comes over to you and he's getting all up in your face.
Oh,
and you're like,
boy.
oh, Jesus, here we fucking go. You see all of them, oh, no, Garblock.
Alright, lads, you saw. I was just trying to be nice.
But he's gonna be real nice with you tonight.
Hey, good one, lads.
As everyone's starting to get a little rambunctious over there, as Tyrion's just like, fuck is the fucking fuck?
Just sitting with rage.
Is there a chair near me?
Yes.
Alright, I'll just keep that in the back of my head for now.
All right. As tensions are getting a little high in here, the one of the owners comes out. Hey, no fighting, you fuckwits. Do it outside, and don't get caught by the city guard, or I'm not helping you. You see Garblock.
We can go out back if you want.
I bet you want me to go out back. he takes his money and walks back. The ones he had, leaves the platinum there.
Alright.
Why didn't you take the money?
I don't care. It wasn't about the money.
It's always about the money.
You see a couple of guys reaching towards the platinum right now.
Back off.
You see little grubby goblin hands trying to get it.
I see what Sister Garrely makes.
See goblin walks away doing one of these as he walks.
Disgusting. Disgusting.
As you're watching him, he's going across the tavern as the three, like, Shalamir's telling a story with Ulyrus, and Ulyrus is really, like, engaged and listening as Tyrion's like, I don't give a fuck. Is he just looking around, completely ignoring the other two having a really good time, as a goblin goes by and just, like, smacks Ulyrus on the ass. And he leaves.
Alright, I'll take my money.
Alright. Take the money. The people are putting the table back up and giving some money over to the bartender.
Do I see the captain?
Nowhere to be found right now.
Sheesh. What a joke.
Yeah, you're all just inside a tavern right now, staking out a captain of a ship around his entire crew.
Stupid. I'm leaving.
Okay.
I'm already bored.
Tullis, I'm bored, and leaves.
Yep.
What? I feel like. Alright. I'll walk over to Tyrion. Tyrion, which one of these guys is the guy we need to punch?
He's not here at the moment.
Well, where is he?
Tyrion's in like long game mode right now where everyone's like, dude, I'm bored as fuck. I've been here 10 minutes and nothing's happened.
What am I supposed to do?
Go play some cards.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, if you say, I mean...
He's already gone.
Yep.
He's already at the table.
I'm like shouting across the room, getting really close. Alright. Let's play some cards, homie.
Oh man.
Let's gamble.
Maybe his.
I have cards.
His
Oh, we have cards?
Yeah, I
Yeah, he
have
has real
Been
cards.
using them all the time. I'm shuffling them like crazy.
Did you eat them on accident?
he ate them.
Happens sometimes.
Oh, yeah?
You fuckwit.
I'm out of it.
So then Eulyrus Ipso went on the table and said, "My lady, your son looks like a pig."
Ooh.
Oh, it was great.
Brutal, Eulyrus. Fucking brutal.
Tyrion, maybe you'd like to hear the story instead.
Yeah.
Ouch.
As Eulyrus is just deep in thought right now. Eulyrus, make an a perception check, or yeah, perception, please.
Okay.
Classic Ipso, dude.
Classic episode.
Perception.
Yeah.
15.
You start putting numbers around, and you're not liking the numbers as you're seeing beefy individuals around. Somewhere about at least 40 people in here coming through, all part of the crew and wearing his mark. No sign of Captain Lax, which makes you extremely nervous as you put things together, and you are awfully confused about the things you've seen right now. You also feel uneasy about the people around you. It seems like something odd about them.
I'm glad I left.
Just like
Am I doing
the
something?
just like the shimmering odd from the previous ship. That same feeling is coming back to you.
Yep. Are there people around me? I mean, is
Chalmir and
Anyone-
Tyrion. Chalmir's right next to you, and he was hoping that
Chalmer's telling you a fantastic
he
story.
was,
right now.
he was. But you're so deep in thought, like you were really engaged, but your mind keeps trailing off as Chalmir's having a delightful time, jolly as can be.
so I'm gonna lean towards him.
I'm also next.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna lean towards both you guys and be like, so Captain Lax isn't here, but I'm getting a weird feeling from. There seems to be a lot of his men here, and I don't like it. We might want to move on before anything happens.
Hit or stay, fuckwit.
Hit me.
All right. Hit or stay, fuckwit.
Hold on.
You don't even know what the fuck the numbers mean. You can't add numbers very well or at all. And you're just doing what you do and get me. All right. There you go. Showing 12, fuckwit. Ante up. If you want more, I'm putting in 12 more gold.
I think I'll stay right now.
You'll stay, huh? There's a bunch of other people dealt in. All right, show 'em, fucko. What do you got there? Did you bust? It's a 12, 5, 17. I'm pretty sure I got 14 and 6, 20. No, 21.
Wow. Okay.
Rigged. I did actually shuffle that. That legitimately came up 21 for me, which is fucking dope as shit. Fuck you. Rigged.
Wow.
You just lost that. Eat shit, fucko. I'll heal you back in.
You win some, you lose some.
2 gold for the next round, you fucking fuck.
Go.
He really
So rude.
doesn't have a lot of vocabulary.
Fuck.
He's very masculine, this individual, and it's a very like tiny a human appearance to it, but he's all got like tons of piercings and tattoos over him, and he seems very like rat-like in his features. Well, there's just a bunch of other people. There's
Scrappy.
more looking normal humans with some similar tattoos. One half orc that's just like, "Oh, you're such a fuckhead. God damn it!" As he's putting his cards in there, ante up. It's 5 gold this round.
I'm so glad I left. Holy shit.
Are my friends still here?
Here to stay, fucko.
Down there. Are we staying or what?
I'm hitting them.
All right, I guess. If you insist.
What are we?
You're here. You're on these. Those are all just the discards. It's a mess.
Oh
He's just
my God,
throwing
he's
shit.
throwing cards on the world.
Yep, he's just throwing shit everywhere. Giant cards come from
That
the
one was
sky.
yours, too.
Wait, you
The
dealt
9.
two?
The 9 too, because you were slow.
Oh,
He gave it to you.
shit.
Because this is how this works in fucking Fantasyland.
Well, I'll stay.
You'll stay, huh? Well, eat shit, fucko. Read it and weep. That's 17. And then that's... Oh, fuck. Is that 21 again? Get the fuck out of here.
What are you doing?
21. Actually, right.
What are you doing?
Oh my god! I am never gonna get this lucky again.
Bust anyway.
Ah, he takes the coins. Good playing with you. Back to the other 3.
Wow.
I did not. I
You
really
did.
No, I didn't.
I will never believe you.
Oh, come on.
I'm
That's
just
why I was
kidding.
doing it in
I'm
front.
kidding.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah,
2 21s in a row?
The
Fuck
DM
me.
won. How strange.
I really wasn't gonna win. Narratively, I was gonna actually let him win.
Narratively, it's hilarious that you won twice.
The addiction.
Yeah. Well, there goes that.
He
All
wants
right.
to win once.
Yeah. Well,
He
you
just keeps
you
losing every
lost
part we go to.
more of your gold if you even had that much. Charnukes, gambling addiction gets even worse.
Oh boy.
And your scar hurts a little bit. Just like, what the fuck are you doing, mate? That's your conscious talking. Is the orb near? You feel closer to the orb though. On your journey, 2 weeks.
It's in the cards.
All right.
In the cards.
The cards. Sorry. Yes.
Apparently it wasn't in the cards.
What are the 3 of you doing? What were you guys doing?
After Elyra says that, I'll say, yeah, I mean, if he's not here, we might as well leave. Gather the others.
I kind of want to take a look around after Eulyris tells me things feel weird.
Okay.
Take a look around to see if to get an idea, is there anything magical going on?
Are you just looking for magic? Are you casting anything?
I'm looking to see if I notice any magic.
I guess that would be a perception check. I mean, Arcana, sure. I'll give you Arcana. I wasn't... I mean, it's just like you're not seeing like a rune or anything. He's looking at people right now to see if they're magical.
That's true.
But I'll give you Arcana.
Could
I mean, it could be perception for him to see something and then on a
Yeah, if you... Oh, yeah.
it.
So just give me perception generally.
I got an 11.
Everything looks on the up and up. Looks like a typical crew. They give you a weird, uneasy feeling now as you're in here and you're seeing the mounting numbers, which aren't great, but I'm not really sure you're in that much of a confrontation to try and murder this guy over a ring. There's a side of you that absolutely thinks that, and there's also a side of you just like, I just want my ring back. So...
Tyrion, what exactly is it that you're looking for?
This guy stole stuff from us.
Right, what was the object?
The thing he took from me was a fairly powerful ring. It gave me... It made me take... It gave me protection against death-type magic, and it gave me bonus damage against undead creatures.
I'm going to cast Locate Object on Tyrion's ring.
Okay. What are the requirements for that stuff?
Describe or name an object that is familiar to you.
Yep.
I have seen it before.
You have?
You sense the direction of the object's location as long as that object is within 1,000 feet of you.
Oh, it is. Oh, yeah, 1,000 feet. Yeah, you get a sense that it is not within this building, and it is in somewhere down the road.
I don't think what we're looking for is here.
Yeah, I've kind of been in my head, but I'd like to be outright with you guys. I ran into Captain Lax earlier.
Okay.
Yup. He singled me out, and he seems to expect to see us again, and he talked about how he would be the only person who could bring us anywhere overseas. So I think if we're looking for him, we might want to go to the docks. He might be on the boat.
Why is his first impression to steal things from us? If he wishes to give us passage.
Well, I think he was curious about us. He said he had been watching us ever since we set foot in Waterdeep.
I still believe that thievery is not the right way to introduce yourself.
No, I wholeheartedly
Yes.
agree. Absolutely, but
It's
I just
from
want my
what
ring back.
I got from him.
Well, I'm sure I can lead us to wherever your ring is now. So I think we should gather the rest and
Before, he did mention he sold some things. So
You see
I don't know
Tyrion
how
just
much-
wide-eyed, take a pint, and just down it.
I don't know how much he still has.
Tyrion, he's listening, but like he gets up and he starts walking out and like getting the other people.
Okay, yep, let's go.
Everyone leaves. Okay.
Well, okay.
So as they drag you off the table, wait!
All right, I'm gonna win it all back. Just give me like one more round, please.
Yeah, give him another round.
Nope.
As you walk out, you notice the lights are on the only ship in port, which is very large. But Chalmere, you notice that where the location is in a different direction than the ship.
I'm gonna say, strangely enough, the object perhaps sold is not towards the docks. Would you desire to go towards the docks and find this captain, or look for your ring?
We can find the captain in a bit. I'd like to collect at least some of our objects back.
Very well. Follow me then.
You guys walk down the dirt path a little ways, past a couple establishments, and finally, Chalmere, you stop outside. We got stuff. It appears to be a pawn shop. It is closed for the night.
You guys want to break in?
I don't think that's necessary.
I mean, I could just punch this whole building in half.
Same.
No.
You hear the crunching of city guard like armor as they're walking down the street and turning corners and stuff, as they're very used to drunken morons wandering.
Motion.
I'm going
don't want to cause that in a city we literally just
I
got.
kind of want to cause it.
I'm gonna call over a city guard.
One of them comes over.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, what's the matter?
We have reason to believe that there are stolen objects in this pawn shop.
Yeah, get used to it. They're pawn shops.
We would appreciate if you would enforce the law. They are our objects.
Oh boy. You're one of those kind of people, huh? You new to town?
I am, but that should have no bearing on this matter.
Let me cue you in on something here. Neverwinter, we're not what you say the law-abiding type. We got rules, but to survive out here in the land that never snows.
I don't think you understand me.
He walks away.
I am not asking. I am telling you to.
You see, as he's clinking away in armor. Are you gonna try and cast a spell on him?
No, I'm just intimidating him.
Okay. He's not even looking at you for the intimidation because he's run into so many of these type of people in his time, and these type of guards, or at least this one in particular, couldn't give a rat's ass about people's problems in this city. They have other things that they care about and other issues.
There's really no way for him to tell whether these objects are our own.
Surely, if
order
my
to
tools
rely.
are in there, they are marked.
Shalmir's arguing this as everything has moved on. Shalmir's
I'm gonna
having this
take-
like, I don't understand.
The
Does
store
the
will be
shop
open
have
tomorrow.
Does the shop have like any indication of hours?
There's a sign right on the front of the door that's like, "Be back when I'm back."
Is there a window?
Yeah.
Can I see inside the window?
All right, you go up to the window and start fogging it up. You're like, too close. You start looking in, and you see all kinds of shit. There's like boxes, leather cases. There's armor mail, really shitty swords and weapons in here. They got all kinds of knickknacks. It's a weird
Do
hodgepodge
I
of
see
stuff.
anything that looks familiar?
Nothing on display familiar to you guys, but behind the counter there's a bunch of like bars and stuff where some of the jewelry is kept. You can sort of make that out in the back with a big "fuck you" sign on top for anyone walking by trying to peer in and steal the stuff.
All right, so
There's bars on the windows as well.
Here's my plan. I'm gonna punch this glass. I'm gonna throw Ohana through, and you're gonna swipe all the stuff, and then we're gonna get the heck out of here. Sound like a good plan?
No.
Morana, I just she's on board with
I
it.
mean,
What-
it's
what-
more magic stuff for
how-
us.
As much as I would typically be opposed to that, it doesn't seem that there are laws in this city.
Wait a second.
Shamir is
How
pissed.
about,
Shalman is saying it's a good idea, Tyrion.
how about we don't do it on the front window of the store street side?
A paladin, a barbarian, and a fighter are trying to break into a store and rob it,
right.
as the rogue sits there in silence.
Trying to find like a window or a door out back
Guys, if
that's off the street.
I am going to suggest we wait till tomorrow to see if the shop is open. But if you are set on trying to get in, I think it would be better to try to maybe pick a lock or something
Well, that
instead.
Can you do that?
Yeah, I can do that.
Why didn't you say anything?
Getting back to my point, let's find a different entrance than the one that's on literally the main stretch of
There's
road.
also
Chink, 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 chink as more guards walk by.
Why don't we just talk to the people later, like tomorrow?
Yeah,
That would be the best
absolutely.
idea.
We should totally do this the right way and obey the law.
As Charnook is trying to fit down the alleyway to get behind right now, but it's really,
Tyrion's
really
already
tight
going
for
down
him.
The other alleyway to try and scout a door.
Yeah, as
or a
Tyrion's
window.
trying to get through, and it's even tight for Tyrion on that side as well because they're so close together, all the establishments. But there is a little space behind where there's another walkway, shorter street than the main drag that you're on. It's the backs of a bunch of establishments, and there is a back entrance into this place. As Charnook's like, I'm not gonna make it.
I'm gonna cast message to
He's just out front right now with this.
I'm gonna cast
group of
message
people.
to Shalamir and say there's a back entrance.
I
back
left
here.
the bar
Yeah.
waiting for my friends,
Right.
and then I went with my friends.
Okay, so you're just with this group now. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll stay in front.
all right.
And I'll tell everyone else to go back, but I'll just stand in front, looking like I'm just mad. Anybody who approaches me is just gonna get full of it, so they should not approach me.
Just gonna get an earful from Shalmir.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So you guys, do you go back, Elyrus, or you're trying to lockpick? Or are you guys breaking in right now?
I'm gonna go back there, I guess, and check it out.
All right, you go back there. You see a door, probably easily pickable. Orhana is back there. Chartnu can't fit back there, so he's just sort of pissed, just stuck right now. He keeps doing what my dog will do. She'll go. Just keep going, like I don't.
What do you mean I don't
My
fit?
whiskers are telling me that I can't fit, but I think I can fit.
Yep.
Could I tell before they left? Could I tell where the ring was, like in relation to the?
Yeah, you had the sense that it was behind the counter. That
All right, I
Chartnu
would have
pointed
relayed
out.
that to them.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go up to the door. So I'm gonna turn to.
I'm gonna keep an
Tyrion.
eye out.
Why?
Yes.
Who's going in?
If you go in there, here's some pamphlets. Throw those around in there.
Okay, good idea.
And I'll give her the buffalo pamphlets.
Eulyrus, before you you touch the locks, I cast detect magic.
That's a good idea.
There's some glows inside the store.
Is there anything specifically around like the doorway, the locking mechanism?
Any lasers I gotta watch out for?
Looks like a standard shop to you.
All right, I think the door is clear.
As the arcane bomb explodes.
The door is clear of any
Casting at
magic.
least level
I don't
7.
know about any other alarm
So
type.
I'll check it for traps and alarms and stuff like that.
All right, go for it.
Magic nature.
Okay.
Investigation, I
Yeah.
expect. Nice. 27.
It just looks like your standard locking system that's within towns. This pawn shop has a good security system, but nothing magical.
Okay. Alright, are you guys sure you want to go in and not wait till tomorrow?
As you keep hearing the chinking of armor across the street. And
Is there
Shaller just
anyone in
pissed
this
out
back
front.
alley?
You're in the back alley right now where the other establishments are, but like some doors are opening because some are taverns, even on the opposite side. Some are just owners taking the garbage out for the night, people giving you some side glances, some stray cats going through as nightfall has come around 7, 8 o'clock at night. Actually, it's later than that, it's probably 9, 10 o'clock at night
So-
after all that.
I'm gonna go out to like the street and like 5. Let's see, how far?
And set 5 houses on fire.
No, like 60 feet away, so like 5 houses down or so.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast darkness.
Okay.
So a giant orb of a 20-foot diameter orb, or 15-foot radius sphere of just pure blackness just appears out of nowhere.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I'm gonna put
But I can still
put
see.
up my.
No, this is like way
No,
away,
it's
away, not
Okay.
near us.
Just making sure I'm catching what you're throwing.
So I'm gonna put up my hood of for my cloak of elvenkind,
Yeah.
and I'm going to try to be real sneaky.
Okay.
And then I guess I will try to pick the lock.
Okay. Go ahead and try.
Alright.
As Eulyrus works on the lock, the giant ball of darkness has started getting the attention of a lot of people because there's pitch black darkness in the streets now, darker than dark, and some of the people look concerned, to say the least, about what the hell this is and where it came from.
So for picking, is that dexterity plus proficiency?
Yeah, sounds right to me.
So that would be 23.
Yeah. So, click, click, click. All opens. Comes open. Ding, 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 ding.
Okay.
As the shop opens.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do you go in?
I'm gonna go in, yeah.
All right, you go in. You're inside the store.
I go in too.
All right, as you guys get inside the
My
store,
cloak.
I'm
Somersaulting.
do you guys
I'm gonna
have?
take a.
Yeah.
I-
Are you going in?
No, I'm not
Okay.
going in.
Yeah.
No.
I'm in the alley looking at my orb, just
Yeah.
kind of assessing the scene.
Uh huh.
And I'm ready with I'm basically being prepared to cast message if I see people coming this way.
So
as
I'm
they
gonna close
enter-
the doors behind
Yeah,
us
Yep.
as well.
All right.
I'm gonna have a snake tongue and a bit of honeycomb palmed and ready inside of my hand, just in case I have to cast suggestion.
That's gross.
Okay.
You're not gonna
People
notice it.
are staring
My
at it,
component
and you can
pouch,
see
good
they're getting the
friends.
attention of some of the city guards to come
My
over to check out
component
whatever the
pouch.
hell this black stuff is. And they're definitely not cool with a display of magic like that going on right now in the middle of the day in the middle of the streets. As they're coming over, two of the guards seem to be assessing the situation and whether or not what they want to do.
What time is it right now?
About 10 o'clock, I'd say. 9:30, 10 o'clock at night.
Middle of the day.
As you guys enter,
Yeah, middle of the day.
give me perception checks.
Perspective.
Yep. That's it.
Oof. Rough.
2,000.
12.
Okay.
16.
You hear somewhere, but you can't really see some. No discounts. No.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna whisper, but loud enough where you can hear me to you, Iris. I think I hear someone snoring.
You can now make out a little bit of it now that she has pointed it out to you.
Yeah, I hear it too.
Be quiet.
Yep. I'm gonna slowly, as quiet as anything, try to go around and find. I think we're looking for the ring and Shamir's tools. I think those were two things that may or may not be here.
And you got your thing back, right?
Yeah, he got his, and then
Okay.
your
I
ring
did.
as well.
Yeah, and I'm looking for my ring. And
Okay.
I'm also just checking how much they have in diamonds. While we're here.
No, I did not approve of that. Of course I'm
Are you saying that?
No, of course not.
Orana doesn't say this to anybody as she steals shit all the time.
Alright, so I'm gonna
I'm just,
quietly.
checking it out.
Give me
Look for those
dexterity
items.
checks as you guys walk around the shop, not to knock anything over.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Goes-
Oh, natural 20.
Goes to Newtown, starts breaking and entering. Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, you said you wanted dex?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is 16.
As you guys are sneaking around the store, Honda like brushes something and you see Lars catch one thing and put it back up and she's never sale, never. As you continue walking through, getting behind the counter, you see quite an assortment of diamonds behind the counter and plenty of rings all within like one of those ring trays. Probably about 60 of them in there.
I'm gonna. Alright. Let's just
And the
just
toolkit
take what's ours.
is actually on a shelf you see behind the counter with Shalmir's stuff on it.
Okay.
So,
I'm going to make sure there's no traps or alarms around any of this stuff that I'm trying to pick up.
Go ahead and try. Is that even on camera? Yeah, it just got into your head. That's fucking hilarious.
I'll help him. I'll try to make sure that
All right.
I don't see anything
All
either.
right, you both can roll.
What is this, investigation?
Yep.
Okay.
So I got a 28.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I got a 26.
Wow.
Oh,
Which is my
shit.
natural 20.
Both of you see no traps on it. Seems really, really easy and simple.
Super untrapped.
Okay, I'm gonna take it down.
All right, so you take down that. You're opening up the glass cabinets. Are you guys taking? What are you taking?
How much? Can you like tell me how many, like, gold pieces worth of diamonds there are?
From Orhana's general guess, looking at what's there, probably somewhere around 2,500 gold pieces worth of diamonds.
Yeah, I think I'll take that.
Okay. You're gonna take that.
I'm gonna take my ring, and I'm gonna take the one that we were looking for, Tellius's.
Okay.
And I'll
What?
take Shamir.
I have mine.
Tyrion's.
You mean Tyrion's?
Tyrion's.
I was gonna
Sorry.
say, I got my gin, bro. No
I
way. That
pointed
got
and
lost.
said the wrong name.
All right, you
Yeah.
take that. You take that. All right.
And then after I get that, I'm getting the heck out of there.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be like, you liars!
I take
going.
Shamir's tools.
All right. And as you guys start to walk out,
Wait.
the lights go on. You see out of some of the side doors, city guards come out, and you hear the business owner come over. I got the strangest tip that there would be a breaking and entering tonight in my pawn shop. And wouldn't you know it, 2 thieves come in here stealing my stuff.
How many guards are there?
Holy Jesus. Well, you don't even hear this, by the way, because you're outside. Like, the lights
Let's
come
do the
on.
lights turn on, right?
So you turn around, you're seeing 4 guards, city guards, come out, and there's 1 guy inside.
Where am I?
You're in the back, or you're out front as well, so you also see the lights going on as well.
Okay.
You see him looking, holy she cleared me out of diamonds. Pretty sure per 1,000 gold pieces carries felonies for quite some length of jail time. As this big grin comes across his face.
I'm gonna start walking black bear?
You can't fit in the alley, and the front door is locked, so you would have to break the door down or break the glass, and there's also bars on the glass to get in there.
All right, so I'm gonna reach into my pocket,
Uh-huh.
where I have the tan bag of tricks,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
and I'm just gonna whip
fucking
out
Christ.
a black bear.
That's what you fucking roll? Fuck!
Oh my god.
Fuck!
Let's go, dude.
And so what happens with that?
Once again, Orhana, not diffusing situations, but instead escalating them as high as they possibly go.
Talk to him.
They haven't said a word yet.
A bear at him.
And Orhana goes, ah! And the fucking bear starts breaking shit. Thousands of gold pieces of shit is getting shattered everywhere. She goes, ah! Cover the back up! As Tyrion, as you see in the background, you hear this, you see your thing get de-spelled, and you can see they summoned mages, city guard mages out here, and they're now looking at what's going on, and other guards are now coming in that back alley as people are like, something's not right, something's not going on. Just like, hey, I think I hear something coming out from over there. As they hear chaos coming out of the inside of this shop right now.
If there's a guard around, can I ask what's going on?
Out front, there's one just coming down like
It's
just a corner way over
obvious
there.
at this point, like some shit's up.
Yeah,
You
but
can hear the
he's
bear.
like, all the other guards are either inside or on the opposite side that are in about what's going on. Any guards
Okay.
that are aware of what's going on in there, there's only one guy in that street because they just have a patrol
Okay.
going around the street with about 4 of them. So there's always a guy basically
Alright,
coming down every 20
I'll
seconds.
just go grab one and say, hey, I think I heard some weird ass noises over there at the pawn shop or something. You might want to check it out or something. I don't know.
Thank you, good citizen, for your tip. All right,
You're welcome.
you hear ching ching ching. as
I'm
he
not
starts
getting
coming.
arrested, you fuckers.
As Tellius nopes the fuck out on his team.
Fuck
All right.
that.
All right. Charnook, you're seeing you
Jesus
come out of the
Christ.
alley. You see Shalmir. What are you two doing? As a bear is going in the shop right now, and you two are trying to escape, but the door is shut from the others, from one of the guards who's standing in front of it, and you hear him being like, "Don't let them leave!" As you see this bear, and they're trying to stab the bear with their spears.
Fuckwits.
Can I see the Can I see the guards through the window?
Yes, they certainly aren't paying attention to you, as there's a bear right now that
I'm
they're
gonna cast Hold Person on 3rd level on 2 of them.
2 of them. Okay. What's the dex on that?
It's a Wisdom save.
Okay. So that would be 17 and 11.
One of them saves.
Okay, one of them saves. The one engaged with the bear right now saves, as the other one just. And with Hold Person, can they talk or no?
Nope.
They're paralyzed.
Okay.
Yep.
Good to know.
Can I grab Orhana and try to bolt the fuck out of there?
There's no way out besides the door or the windows, and the windows are barred. You guys can't fit through the barred windows, and the door is blocked right now by one guard, a guard fighting a black bear, and there is right now a guy pulling out crossbows, handheld crossbows, to shoot at you, the pawn shop owner. And the other city guard's like, no, you're all under arrest! You guys, not him.
Yep.
As one is just paralyzed.
So I can't go around them?
The guard, the door's here, and the guy's standing in front of the door right now.
Can I break down the door?
That's the other door at the front of the shop. That's the
door.
front door.
Can I break down that door?
You can attempt to break down that door. Are you really breaking down that door?
God.
Wait, hold on. So the situation right now. We got
Yeah, I guess we got it.
got the
Okay,
room.
I didn't expect this.
we got the
All right.
room. We got the room. Hold on.
No, I got it. Now we got to do this now. Here we go.
Dungeons heist.
Here we
Heist
fucking
game.
go.
So everybody's in the front room. With,
I am not in the
No,
front.
you're not here.
Everybody's in the front room with the guards and the shopkeep and the bear.
What is
We're never
this?
finishing this fucking campaign. I'll tell you that much.
Everyone's gonna be in jail for the rest of it. Except me. I ain't going to jail.
No, Tully's going to continue the adventure alone.
Yup. My friends got incarcerated. Welp. That's the end of that adventure.
front door with the windows next to it. We'll use this as a back door. More of these.
Just a thought. How late are we going to tonight?
11:30-ish. Just you're fucking doing this. We're just getting it set up. It doesn't mean combat per se. I'm just getting everyone's locations right now, as you guys are here, outside here. You are fucked off. You're outside here. You're outside here. And this dude is up on his bar. He's a short little guy. In this back alleyway, you have one guy here, one guy there. You have one guy there. You have one guy held person. You have one guy engaged with the bear, which I have, I believe, a bear. So here's the bear. He's not black, get over it. That's 1, 2, 3. There's one more guard in here, over here. And then we have two of these this way, so two of those guys, and that guy coming over to the scene of the commotion right now. I believe that's what we got, so change the camera a bit.
You had to pull out the bear, didn't you?
I panicked.
Put them closer for the sake of the
It's the Foley's!
Ron has a horrible relationship with authority. Holy shit. He'll Thorn try to tell me what to do, I'm gonna fucking kill him. Alright.
Laughs maniacally.
Oh, bite me.
Hey man, I gotta roleplay that chaotic evil here and there.
Got a evil.
Here we go. There's the shop. This is your future. So currently, to lay the scene, Shalmir has cast a spell on a guard of Neverwinter. You have been caught stealing well over 5,000 gold pieces worth of stuff inside a pawn shop in Neverwinter. You have attacked a city guard with a bear who is currently engaged, and you have disrupted the peace with some darkness magic spells at the moment. This is where we're at currently.
We can add murder to that list. We're going to jail, we might as well go.
We might as well do the thing right, you know?
Oh my god.
Okay, whatever you guys want to do, it's your game.
Why am I the voice of reason?
Tellius defeated, destroyed,
Why me?
all over petty rings.
If the paladin can't
Alright.
do it, no one can.
Is there somewhere with all the commotion where I could slip into out of view?
I have a thing.
No, absolutely not. It's a tiny little store, and everyone can clearly see you. All the exits are blocked. This was a sting, easily set up. And you all just went for it.
Oh my god, so many warnings.
I'm going to
So obvious.
use the hat of disguise to disguise myself as one of the guards.
If it was so obvious, why didn't you say anything, Tellius?
You guys were so gung-ho.
I wasn't.
You went in, you picked the lock.
Yeah, the poor guy,
Yeah,
man.
because people wanted to go in.
I couldn't get back there anyway, but
Yeah. I'm a big guy.
I heard a bear and I was like, well, fuck that. That's really...
Well, the lights are on, so.
That too.
Lights came on before the bear.
Lights came
Feel I
on,
need to
heard a bear,
clarify.
and I was like, well, that's weird. Okay.
I'm just like in the alleyway. I kind of cast message to Eulyrus as I'm like moving towards the main stretch.
Yeah, as you're coming through the alley the other way.
Like yeah, like because I was hiding in the alley, so I just went from the back end of the alley to the front end of the building.
Okay, so you're by Shalmir and Charnook right now. Then is what you're saying? You're going the other way.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I kind of cast. I'm just like, what's going on?
Did I get a good
Wouldn't
look at the
wouldn't
guard I talked
Orhana's
to?
bow have warned them?
No, you guys are sleeping.
No, it
What?
says
Can't
the
be
magic weapon
surprised.
warns you of danger. Period.
Danger. Well, it wasn't danger.
While the weapon is on your person,
Yeah.
you and your companions within 30 feet of you can't be surprised.
I wouldn't say surprise is a condition. You guys weren't threatened. They didn't mean to harm you, except you immediately harmed them. So, by the way, as soon as the bear comes out, you have now made them very aware of. I forgot to put the guard you sent over. That does not help me to remember.
Did I get a good look at him?
Yeah.
Okay.
They did not. So at least you can gather that much. They did not mean you harm until you pulled a bear and started destroying the entire shop, which is also on the list of crimes against Neverwinter that you have just. This is the equivalent of going to Skyrim and just seeing the bounty just going.
It's new city we've never been in. Let's fucking break it in on our first night.
Remember how the first day went when I made this city and you guys instantly left? I sure do, and here we are again.
Still exists. Alright, fuck me. I'm gonna cast Sending to I think Shalmir. He's a responsible lad. And say, hello Shalmir, I'm outside, and I don't know what's going on. I saw lights, and I heard a giant fucking bear, and that sounds really weird. So, what's up? Love you.
Yeah, there's a bear. And some guards. That's all I got, really. Doesn't look good.
Oh, fuck. Alright. I will cast Disguise Self to look like a similar version of that guard.
Well, the guard's not walking right up to Charnook and
No,
Chalmir.
I'm making sure there's like no one around, and I'm gonna just fucking.
And he's going to both of them, just like, what's going on? What's the meeting? Why are you gathering outside the shop late at night?
Oh, we just saw whatever this commotion is.
Oh,
We're worried.
my word! Stand aside! Stand aside! And you see him come up to the pawn shop door, and he starts to motion toward one of the guards, and one of the guards sees that, and as he starts to get closer to the door, the bear right now is and scratching up another guard, is trying to keep him there. The back door, here's a. And you see the one who's guard right now, keeping an eye on both Orhana, who's like trying to get around, and Eulyrus, who's trying to slip out of here, opens the door slightly, and in enters the reinforcements. They're all inside here.
The secret knock.
And they see the two of you, and they're going to cast Whole Person.
Oh, fuck.
Wisdom save.
At 4th level. Whole Person.
Why?
I mean, that's kind of.
Why would you do
Pointless.
that?
Because I don't know it, and I don't have it in front of me, so...
The higher levels just make it
Third
so you
level
can hold
gives
more people.
+1. So
It only
Okay.
gives a number of targets.
Thank you,
So
that's what I
you-
wanted to know. Then it would be 3rd level for one of them is doing that. And while the other one is ready to cast another, God forbid one of you get away with the spell. So, go ahead and try. It's a
Wisdom save.
wisdom save of...
Probably
Whatever
14 or
their-
13.
Target must see wisdom save. It's for their wisdom casting modifier, right?
There's spellcasting.
Spellcasting DC.
Yep, okay. Yep. What'd you get?
Non-natural 20.
Alright, you're alright.
16.
16 is the DC. So both of you resist it, and they are not thrilled about that. The second one, he fires off another whole person
did
spell at you too.
they open the door?
The back door, not the front
Front door?
One guy's trying to get in right now, and the other one's sort of be like, he's coming over, but he's like, give me 1 moment.
Yeah, you have
Well,
advantage
before
on
he
wisdom
does anything, am I able to do something?
Which one? Like the guard opening the door?
The second guard coming in looks like a spellcaster.
All of them enter just fine. That happened during your conversation with the first guard. He was distracting you while all the reinforcements came in. What'd you roll?
Only a 9 that time.
You're fucked. What about you?
Don't forget about the black bear.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
6.
Oh. He is good at his job, apparently. He goes, this is how it's done. And he whole persons both of you two.
Damn.
It was
Why is he
nice
so
knowing
much
you,
better?
Lyris.
I
We're
got
toast.
it real quick with the bear.
And that's how they die.
They're all going to try and murder the fuck out of the bear.
While that's happening, the guy that is out front is got his back turned to me towards the door. I'm gonna disguise self to look like a city guard. For now, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait until he gets the door open. And then when he goes in, I'm gonna go in with some rope and say, "Well done, everyone. Excellent work." And I'm gonna apprehend these 2 criminals and bring them to the brig.
He had to carry
That's too smart for Charnook.
That is the plan.
That's what I was actually gonna do, but that's okay.
All right.
He had to carry my rope because it was too much for me.
Okay.
In case that
Sure.
was
No.
not.
I'm not really too big up.
Telius came up and Sharduk did that together, right?
Totally. Telius did it first because he's a small.
Yeah.
Well,
I said I was disguising self in the alleyway.
I know. Just let this play out. Jesus Christ. As they two get hold person by the one, the other one does a polymorph on the bear, and the bear goes down to a little mouse-sized thing at the moment. The other guards are all moving in close and close to all of you and apprehending you, putting monocles on both. What is it called?
Manacles.
Manacles. God damn it, I do it every time. Putting them onto Ulyrus and Orhana. You guys drop all the stuff you stole. That's all taken out of your little goodie bag there of stealing shit that you guys still had in your hands, and Shalmir's tools. With the threat calmed, the door opens up and the first city guard walks in. As you two both disguise self, and as you're about to say exactly what you said, the first guard says exactly what you two guys said.
That's convenient.
As he comes in, he's just like, I got this, good job, everyone. And they're all looking at him like, oh, good, oh, it's you,
All right,
good old
yeah.
Gary. As
Gary,
he
yeah,
comes over,
Gary.
and they're all sitting there. It's like, what's the situation? They're like, Captain, we had a tip tonight that there would be this awful break-in, and they go
From the back of the building,
yeah.
they hear a large explosion as I cast thaumaturgy to make a big boom.
All right, you see, and you see all the guards.
Great
and
Scott!
The other one's like, oh, they let go, and you guys are now restrained, both of you, with your manacles. So he has both of you up. Oh, get up! I have these two. Go check out what happens in the back. And half of them go out, and the other two are escorting the
And
captain.
I've already slipped out of the alley to the front area.
Yep. So half of them fill out to the back. They're looking around for the loud crash. There's people in the streets trying to figure out what the hell's going on this late at night. Out front, there's the 2 guards. You guys, they walk by and just like, we got this as they're
All right.
walking through. So you have the 2 of them being held as it's going out. 2 guards flanking him. They push past Shalmir, who is the only one left. As you 2 are trailing those guys, they start walking into the city as the other ones are dealing with all that. Shalmir and Tyrion meet back up at the front of the alley, and as they start putting some distance with you, they start taking turns that you guys can't keep up with, and you start getting lost inside Neverwinter, which you can give me a roll to try and see if you can keep up with them.
Wait. So they're going with
Ulyrus and
Ulyrus
Orhana, they're
and
taking
Orhana.
them to the prison cells right now.
What kind of roll is this?
This would be survival for tracking.
24.
Okay.
I rolled a 2.
Well, that's not great.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Sorry,
So
a 3.
watching Charnook, though, you can at least keep up with it quite a bit.
Ah,
As when
Excellent
you're still
work,
lagging
Steve.
behind, Tyrion's trying.
Thanks.
He's keeping like
Thanks,
one
Lucky. That's at the
alley as
academy.
he just can keep seeing them pass and pass and pass. As Shalmir is tailing Tyrion as all this is going down with the group.
When they get to a point where it's like they're alone, like relatively,
Okay.
Is there ever a point when there's like no other guards within like eye shot or ear shot or anything?
As that's happening, the captain moving the two of them just as they turn a corner, as Tyrion's trying to catch up with it, turns around and decks each of the other city guards behind him, knocks them out cold, and goes right into a room with the two of them and smashes into, not smashes, he opens into a door, a side alley you didn't see, and smashes the door, and you hear locks go on and off.
Who did that?
The captain guard that had the two of them that was directing them knocked out the other two guards and then disappeared into a house.
We saw that.
I just turned to
Is that
Shell.
our
Well,
team?
they saw that. You didn't. You got a glimpse of the guy going inside. You got a glimpse of the guy going inside just
I had
as
a
you were about
feeling
to
he was
bring your
different.
plan.
I just take a look at Shalamir and I'm just like, what?
Do we go?
What?
The guy pulled them into the building and knocked out the other guards.
I'm gonna drag the other guards away from the building.
As you guys are all catching up and dragging the guards away and starting to formulate your plans.
I'll drop my disguise then.
What? Oh yeah, because you're only allies. Inside, Orhana and Eulyris, you see the captain of the guard take off his helmet, and you see Captain Lax's face.
What a scary.
Underneath it.
Yep.
You see him, oh my god, now you owe me one, Eulyris, as he's unclanking your manacles and taking them off. Jesus! What's the matter with
Eulyris hears in his head, what's going on, Eulyris? You could respond.
you? He's looking right at you.
Captain Lax. Again. I feel like who else would have tipped off the store owner that there was going to be a break-in, since you sold our items to him?
Well, I'm insulted that you left me waiting in my ship all night. That's for sure. I thought we'd meet again and have a nice conversation over this, and I could have easily gotten this stuff for you. But breaking and entering, committing crimes, all within the first night of coming here. You asked me if you were... I asked you if you had good intentions, Eulyris, towards the north. Neverwinter is almost the north.
But
It's
it
the
is
same
not.
thing. You thought I was talking about one thing, but I actually meant another.
You're right, it's not. Neverwinter's run by a bunch of shitbags. So, you owe me one. This would have lasted you quite a long prison sentence. As he sees Orhana, Jesus, she's a jumpy one, and she's like trying to get her dagger out and stuff, and you just see him just like knock that shit out of your hand, just like, enough, Jesus.
Hey, I need that one.
Whatever it is for these petty things, I'll have it for you in the morning. Come meet me for Rio on the ship. None of this bullshit. I'm getting real. My patience is running thin. If you're not an ally to the north, I'm wasting my time with this. Your research was interesting, Eulyris. Trade dear. Do you know anything about Neverwinter?
A bit.
Is this really a time to be cheeky? As you're both still like on your knees in front of him as he's coming down after rescuing you, after you released a fucking bear in a store.
I wish it had been a bull.
Oh Jesus!
A bowl and a pawn shop.
How much would Eulyris know about Neverwinter?
Not much. He knows just bits and pieces of Neverwinter in the sense of like passing through when he was doing his previous episodes, but he doesn't know the politics at all of Neverwinter.
Okay. Yeah, nothing of importance, really. Just little details from passing through.
Some of those key details probably would have been good to brush up on before you got here. You know, one of the interesting things about Neverwinter and why we dock here is to keep an eye on the Cobalt Wolves and that jackass Nevermember who ends up advising our good king here. all things that were in your dossier that you touched on, but didn't make the connections to. So I still wonder whose side you're on, Ulyrus, or if I've overestimated your intelligence.
Listen, my friends just wanted their stuff, and they wanted to break down windows, and I thought it would be better to just unlock the back, so I was trying to make it easier. But
Did it ever cross your mind to wait until the morning?
yes, I asked them, but they didn't want to listen. They wanted to break down the window, so the only way I could get around it was unlocking the back door.
You could have just not. As he's just dumbfounded by this right now. I mean, you didn't have to do this. I don't really care what happens to half your friends there. Anyway, as he stands you up and starts brushing you two off, meet me on my ship tomorrow. We'll have a conversation to see if this was worth my time or not, or maybe I made a grave mistake bumping into you lot. It's starting to seem that way more and more by the moment. With that, good day. And as he turns, like when he does his little turn, he goes invisible.
What the fuck? He's so enigmatic. I wish he was part of my backstory.
What an asshole.
He's invisible, you could still hear him.
I don't care.
The doors bust down as Shalmir turns, weapons drawn and shit, and Shalmir's still pissed about everything as you two are alone inside there. With, by the way, at your feet, you do notice 2 rings and your toolkits left at your feet.
Oh, we didn't get the diamonds?
No. We'll have to actually pay for those.
I don't think they're gonna let you back into the shop.
Probably not.
I think we should probably leave the city for a little while.
Yeah, we should probably just stay in this whatever building we're in for the night. They probably won't even let us back in that tavern now.
Tullius just walks in shaking his head. How am I the one of reason?
Yep.
I mean, I was just joking around. I didn't think you guys were gonna actually do it.
I'm usually up for a good prank, but this is a bit far for me.
I feel a little bit guilty.
Look, I really don't see anything wrong here, honestly. These guards don't follow the law. How can I expect them to enforce the laws in this matter? It is none of our fault. We are done with this city and we should leave.
In our defense, we had no reason to believe that the shop owner would be tipped off to us trying to get our stuff.
Oh, I don't blame anyone for that. It's really just the whole breaking and entering principle of it all.
So we've learned our lesson. Stealing is wrong.
As each and everyone's trying to shift blame, dodge blame, sort out their guilt here. Oh man, and that's where we are going to end.
Question:
I know. Yeah.
Is this a safe house?
Yeah, that's what I was wrong.
No, it's just a house. He just left you in a house.
Is there someone in here?
No, it's just empty and
It's
abandoned.
An empty house. But
Yeah.
there are locks.
What? Yeah.
There are locks and blinds and whatnot.
Yeah, it's basically a condemned house that was repossessed by the
we
banks.
could probably.
If you want to get caught squatting, you guys just don't fucking. You can try.
I am going to my tavern that we paid for.
Yeah.
Because I am a law-abiding citizen who
I
does
mean,
break
yeah,
and
I'm
enter.
gonna join
That's true.
Tellius.
I didn't break an enter. I can totally go.
Yeah, just fun fact, just in your minds, the only people capable of breaking in was Tyrion, Ulyrus, and Orhana. All the big people were physically incapable of breaking into this
Yep.
place unless they just smashed in the doors, which
wanted
would have
to
been
do
its own ordeal. So a simple no could have stopped everything, Ulyrus, from Ulyrus's perspective. Putting that out there, but he got bullied into it once again by his party. Something Ulyrus has noticed.
So it's Ulyrus's fault.
No.
I blame Sean.
Ulyrus is just going along with it.
I blame Shao.
All right. Captain Lax, this guy is annoying me.
He's in your head. Is that
He was
replaying?
like,
What is this? Okay. Sorry.
yo, I was salted. I was waiting for you. I was like, you didn't tell me to meet you.
He's insinuating things.
He's cheeky.
He said he assumes he'll see me and my friends later.
He's cheeky. Hey,
Because we will need him to sail somewhere. He didn't say when. He didn't like.
Hunter, I didn't say anything because Tellius wouldn't say anything.
I also am
Prankster.
convinced that he tipped the guy off. I think he's trying to fuck with me.
Got me. He got a good judge of
He
character on all of
definitely
you.
sold those items and said, "Ha ha ha! I bet you they'll try to steal them. You should expect that." And yeah, fucking asshole.
If that's how you put it, okay.
That seems like that's how it happened.
Who else would have tipped him off?
No one.
No.
You never
It was
know.
him.
It could have
Julian
did
fully
just say-
believes that.
The Cobalt Wolves are in town. I don't know.
I mean, it could have been any of the shopkeepers that saw, like, because it was like an alleyway and people were out like throwing out their trash and stuff. Could have been that. Might not have been.
They were already inside there. Anyway, I'm probably going to just like curl up and sleep in like a dark
Alright.
corner by myself.
Everyone goes to sleep. Everyone makes it home. Some dodgy run-ins with the law every now and then. We're like, wait. And then you guys are like, not me. And you get inside. But for the most part, you all get your rest in. And that is where we'll end, as the morning dew will bring you all awake in Neverwinter.
Sheesh.